Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Q and Colb. We are back. It's a lot to talk about, man. It's a lot to talk about. Colb, you excited?
I'm very excited, man. Very excited. Very excited to talk Browns. Very excited to see what the season takes us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun.
What I love about this season is I have no expectations. And I feel like we've been on the high expectation ride for the last few years with the Browns, where we're like, okay, this is going to be the year they figure it out. They're going to get this right. Maybe Deshaun, there've been some hopes there, right? They've invested a lot in the last couple of years. This year is just like, hey, man, they can win 6 games and I could be very happy, right? Like they can win 8 games and I could be ecstatic. Hell, there's scenarios that exist that you can win 3 games and be ecstatic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So there's a lot of room here to find some semblance of enjoyment out this season, where the last few years have been like, hey, man, if we don't get to the second round of playoffs, dog, like what the fuck are we even doing all this for? So there's that. Look, the Cavs, I know people are always bitching about the Cavs, but like, yeah, you could be worse than projected to win the fucking East. Oh, man, for us, right? We're only projected to get to the Eastern Conference Finals at least, right? So, we could be worse than that. Yeah, I've seen teams in worse situations than having Evan Mobley at 24 or 25, wherever the fuck he is, on your squad with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Like it's not a miserable situation there at all. I don't know what's going on with them Guardians. Like apparently y'all been, I think y'all been enjoying yourselves. I'll be seeing y'all on the Twitter. Y'all be happy over there. What's going on with them Guardians, man?
Real roller coaster of the season. Real roller coaster.
I heard Class A got a Rico.
No, that was me. That was me exaggerating, but got popped for gambling, so that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's wonderful. There was a 10-game losing streak in there somewhere, and now they're only 5 games back of the Tigers for the division.
Baseball is so random. But I do want to touch on something with Class A because I don't know the details of the case. Like, was it like fantasy baseball gambling, or was it like just straight up Pete Rose level?
I don't think it was.
The closer?
He is the closer. I think it was.
Oh my god!
He is the closer. Lucky for the Guardians, they have
absolutely cannot.
Luckily for the Guards, they have good pitchers, so they've been fine.
Like, you cannot be gambling as the closer. You look so guilty.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he was betting. I think he was betting on himself.
Yeah, he still can't do that.
Which you still can't do. Like
hey, look, to any advice to any future athlete here, if you want to bet on yourself, get that shit in the contract. Okay? Like don't try to get performance accelerators by DraftKings. That's so stupid. Like,
it's just been it's been a very fascinating ride with the Guards. Like, started off the season getting rid of guys, not bringing in talent, not trying to make the team better, and then it just felt like, oh man, it's so over. Like it's extremely over. Stephen Kwan might get traded.
I saw people potentially crashing out. Right? Shout out Bree.
Stephen Kwan might get traded. Trade deadline passes. Stephen Kwan still on the team. They called up CJ Kafis. They're now in like the easiest part of their schedule. So, and Mike said he was placing micro bets, prop bets on first pitches, and he would spike the ball in the dirt to get free cash.
All right, so we're going to have a larger conversation about gambling in sports. And
it's abominable.
How close these relationships have gotten is dangerous.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest about where we are. Like, allowing sports betting has had catastrophic consequences already. like
Yeah, I already see
catastrophic
I already see a temperance movement already starting, right? Like with all of this gambling, it not being regulated, and then people not really understanding certain things, because I still see people say, oh, well, this guy can do this, but like you can't gamble. And yeah, that's how that works in the MLB. That's how that works anywhere. You cannot gamble on your sport, because the only thing they have is the integrity of it. And once that is challenged in
it's the WWE.
Yeah, well, once that's challenged in an era of today where everything is up for debate, whether it's real or not, right? Like people will say the NFL is fixed. There's a conspiracy theory for everything, right? There's conspiracy theories that exist about me and you. Okay,
Are there really conspiracy theories about me and you?
I promise you. If you go down, dig deep in the comment section, you're like, oh yeah, Colb don't really like Quincy for real.
Like, what?
He's orchestrating his downfall. I've seen it, right? Like there are conspiracies for literally everything, right? And when that is the environment that we are in, you have to be very, very careful about what you allow to be associated with you. And this stuff, I mean, yeah, you get a bag if you're the MLB, but this is really, really bad. Look, we're gonna run into more and more of this. Like, it's not just the MLB. It's happened a couple of times in basketball. It's happened in the NFL with Calvin Ridley. Like,
it's happened in the NFL with a bunch of guys. Actually,
yeah, and it will happen in the NFL probably the most, because that's the league where you get the lowest. It's probably that in baseball, right? Where you could be in the league and get paid like what, mid six. So we're talking about like 600, 500K,
something like that.
Something basketball. It shocks me that it happens, because the money's all guaranteed and you make so much of it. Right.
Yeah. Doing it in the NBA is actually just like stupid and greedy. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because it's like, okay, I worry about the referees doing it more than I worry about the players, because players really don't have that much of an incentive to do it. And the NBA a lot easier to get brand deals. You can get a deal with DraftKings. That's crazy to me, by the way.
I was just about to say, like, active players
getting deals with gambling companies,
with sports betting companies is insane.
Absolutely absurd, right?
Nobody ever thought like, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea.
You know what? I've been watching it, right? Because for a while it was just get the bag, right? Now we are starting to enter the hold the fuck up. Like, wait a minute. Maybe this bag getting thing is not a good idea.
Maybe we didn't think this one through.
Yeah, you know,
mistakes were made. We learned.
Saquon Barkley out there with Kevin Hart selling DraftKings. I don't think that's good for the game. Like, I feel like you're not sending the right message. Like,
oh man,
because like, it's like, for real, you watch these leagues, the number one thing they will punish you that you can get kicked out is gambling. Like, that is, you challenge the integrity of this game, it's over for you, right? And I always bring this up.
This reminds me of when Deshaun first got traded to the Browns, and then Calvin Ridley got
I always bring this
for a
up
year. People were angry at me for saying, it's like how could Deshaun only get this and Calvin really got suspended for a whole year? I was like, well, Calvin really ruins the integrity of the game.
Here's the problem. One, people want the NFL to act as a criminal justice system, when like really if the criminal justice system did its job, then we wouldn't be worried about nobody signing Deshaun Watson, right? But that's a whole nother conversation to have. Another thing is this goes into people's misconceptions with HR, right? People think HR is to protect them. No. HR is to protect the company from a lawsuit, right? That is basically what the NFL is doing in these situations, is like protecting themselves in the image of the league. Ultimately, people aren't going to be that shocked that football players have issues with violence at home. And that's not going to affect people watching the game. It's unfortunate, but literally it's been happening for 30, 40 years that we know of, and viewership's only gone up. It's only gotten more visible over the last few years. So that's not really a threat to the league. So the league, why would the league punish that hard on it? But gambling, people don't think this shit is real.
That could destroy the league. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, people got to understand the league is not going to make a moral decision. They're going to make a cynical decision, right?
They're going to make they're going to make a financial and a business decision.
A cynical,
at all times.
That's what I'm saying. Cynical. It's business related. It's about the result at the end of the day. And that's what's going to guide these kind of conversations. And I do think we do have to have a conversation at one point. At what point do we stop expecting employers to like make up for the fact that our justice system don't work that well? Like, because we kind of, that's what we want to do. Deshaun didn't get punished by the state. Let's clean it up by having the league punish him. And it's like, is that really the role of an employer? In a perfect world, no. But obviously we don't live in a perfect world. So,
and honestly, even if you like he got a severe punishment for the league, he still got paid. Like there's it can't make up for the justice system not doing what the justice system was supposed to do.
That's the only people who could punish him effectively, right? Like that's the only people who could really process this thing effectively. The NFL is not meant to do that. Could they do more? Sure. Could they try to help avoid these situations? Sure.
Absolutely.
CTE more seriously? Absolutely. All of these things are within the purview of the NFL. I'm not taking them off the hook for it, but I feel like sometimes we also just be leaving off the hook the biggest part of the problem, which is the man had no evidence exonerating him of a crime to a grand jury. He got away with it, which is more your criminal justice system at work. So yeah, it's tough, right? And then what just makes me go crazy? People be winding people in jail for dumb shit too. Like, we will go through that situation, be like, the NFL didn't punish Deshaun Watson enough. Myles Garrett hit somebody in the head with a helmet. He got to go to jail now. I'm like, hey, guys. Hey, guys.
No, you know what I saw? You know what I saw on Twitter that just had me cracking up for one of my homies that's a Steelers fan? Someone blamed Mason Rudolph not being a starting quarterback in the NFL on Miles smacking him in the head.
I don't think that's crazy.
You don't think it's crazy? I thought that was insane.
Look, there's a lot of dumb shit that goes into why people don't start. You a head coach in the NFL. You about to start the dude who got smacked in the head by the helmet? That's who you about to rally around? Let's give that guy $40 million? Like, nah, I'm good, bro. That's helmet boy.
See, I didn't even
You telling me you ain't never seen somebody get sunned in a way that changed your way of looking at them forever?
See, this is not what the Steeler fan in question was implying. That's not what he was implying.
Oh, he's implying that he no, that's crazy. Miles.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on, bro.
He didn't hit him that hard. I'm just saying, hey, dog, there's only so much I'm gonna get behind you if I see you get smacked in the head with the helmet and then call for help after you get hit in the head. Like, nah, can't be my starter.
Especially considering we know what he said.
Allegedly.
Oh, all allegedly, but not really allegedly.
We'll never be proven wrong or right. They will never.
No, I got a homie. Do you know Chuck?
I think I've interacted with him a couple times.
Yeah. The homie Chuck. He used to work for the NFL. And he was like, we were talking about that one day randomly. I was like, man, it's crazy. You can hear everything. It's like you can hear everything that going on the field, but they don't know what Mason said. And he was like, all I'm going to say is this. People think that a certain slur was used.
Oh, let's be careful here. Because I know
I'm just saying. People think
slur used. Yes.
People think a certain slur was used, but it wasn't the slur that you think.
Mm.
And once they found that out, they were like, yeah, nah, we not putting that. It's like, nah, that might be bad for business. That might be real bad for business. We're not doing that.
Well, he got 6 games for that.
Yeah.
6 games, indefinite suspension. They never really came back on that though. Like,
you see how it just kind of went away. Just yeah, we go.
Nobody ever brought it up again.
Yeah, they was like, yeah, we're not gonna release the audio. Actually, that's no thanks.
So you told me they had the files, and then they didn't have the files, and now the files don't exist. So you should have asked about the files.
Listen,
who's in the files?
Someone has the files. The files will never see the light of day. The files
somewhere in the FBI lockup. There's the tape for that game.
One day, the NFL will fall apart, and when it does, we will finally get the audio. But until then, we will never know.
That's crazy. By the way, man, I would never forgive Mike Tomlin for going out there caping for Mason Rudolph like that. Like he did after that game.
He had to do what he had to do.
They was doing what you got to do, but then he was like kind of excited to, you know, how do I put this? You know where you could tell that some brothers be real excited to show off, you know, that they have cultural diversity. You feel me? Like they be real excited to cape, you know, for they one homeboy. And that's kind of how Mike Tomlin came off to me, where I was like, wow, you came out right away. Like with he doesn't have that in his character. Mason Rudolph from Stillwater, Oklahoma, don't got that. Mike, you fucking with me, right?
You saying if that was Russ or Justin Fields, he wouldn't have been so enthused to go out there. He'd
have been like, it's stupid. You can't be fighting like that on the football field. But all of a sudden, Mason, hey. You know how RG3 be coming out in these situations. You be like, damn, RG, that was early. Like,
first of all, we're not calling him RG3 no more.
Not as egregious as RG3, but you know, look,
we're not calling him RG3.
We're gonna rewind this tape in about 10, 15 years when Mike Tomlin's coaching career is done. And see what he gets up to after his coaching career is done. And see if you think I'm wrong in 10, 15 years. Because I don't think...
You say in a decade and a half, we're getting the Mike Tomlin right-wing grift?
I don't know if we're going to get the whole right-wing grift, but you're going to be very disappointed at Mike Tomlin a couple times. Okay? Like,
man, I hope not.
Oh,
not Mike.
Brother,
not Mike.
Brother, it's coming. It's coming. And everybody doing the Jameis Winston thing, I'm like, y'all setting yourselves up to be disappointed. Like, I know what that's about to be. Like,
oh man, but yeah, I'm not calling him RG3 no more. That man's name is Bob.
No,
I'm calling him Bob Griffin. That's who he is.
You ever see a picture of RG3 in high school?
No.
Oh, we got to say, we already derailed Curtis. Clap it up for Curtis in chat, y'all. Clap it up for Curtis, everybody.
Clap it up for Curtis, man. Clap it up for
Curtis in a minute. Come on, Curtis, get on screen now. Get on screen. Clap it up for Curtis. Yeah.
Where yeah.
What kind of anime shirt you got on today? Or you got trained in 24/7 Under Armour.
You got
his mic muted. He got his mic muted.
Under Armour shirt on?
Yeah. It's one of them days.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Hot as hell outside. I gotta stay hydrated.
You say you just stepped outside and you need to stay hydrated?
He said,
yeah, but it's hot as hell.
It's hot as hell outside. He got to stay hydrated.
Hey,
Curtis, stop banning people from chat, bro.
I didn't ban anybody. Yeah, Domo's the only person that I have banned. Which, by the way, that ban has been extended to December of 2026. So if
Brother,
he's
we gotta have a
watching,
vote on this. We gotta have
Yeah,
a
come
vote
on,
on
no,
man. You
this.
ain't
can't be
no
doing
vote.
Domo.
No,
You
ain't
can't
no
be
vote.
doing Domo. Domo's hilarious, bro. You know it.
Yeah, yes, he also can cause headaches for me sometimes. But
Y'all gotta get together and have a meeting of the minds and find common ground.
that ain't gonna happen.
That man said 2026.
That's 2 years,
2026.
ain't it? That's long as fuck.
Yep,
December?
2026.
Come
Yep,
on, man.
2026. Is Curse a Jags fan? No, I'm not a Jags fan. I don't know why
Hey,
No,
someone
hey,
said
that's
that.
JP. That's
That's
JP.
JP.
I sent that shit in the group text. Y'all both look at that. And tell me.
You
Tell me
really
what
found this. You really found this photo of RG.
I was like, oh, this makes sense. And I figured out 12 things by looking at this picture.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, Rob
Boy,
Parker was right
boy,
about him.
hairline look like Rick and Morty. Okay.
His hairline like Morty from Rick and Morty. Oh, hey, no. Can we put that on screen? I swear we go talk about the Browns, y'all.
Every time. Oh, I'm finding worse ones, dog. Oh my God. Every time people be like, I don't understand why RG3's like this. I'm like, I know why RG3's like this. Like, it's not shocking.
Oh man, no.
Bruh, there ain't no way, bruh. Like, how many black folk you think he grew up around to have his hair like that?
Not very many.
Come on, dog. You ain't get roasted. Like,
Your cousins had to kill you. Your cousins had to.
Y'all don't understand how bad the situation is until we show it on screen. So we gonna show it on screen for y'all. But this shit is bad, y'all. Okay.
Why are we...
This shit look like a hat.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he had a hat on or something, bro. Like he had a cap on or something.
No.
He really do got the Morty.
He got the Morty on, bro.
Nah, man. I wish we could do a side by side with
Oh
that
my
Morty.
Yeah, I got that Morty. Y'all want to see what it look like when it's not fresh? Because I think that's what it looked like when it's fresh.
What it look like when it's not fresh?
Oh, he looked like Eric Dickerson.
It looked like somebody lined his shit up with a butter knife, dog.
This shit look from the 80s, dog. This is from 2000 something, dog. Like,
No, it really looked like somebody took a butter knife and was just like,
damn.
Oh, he couldn't even hit you with the razor.
What is this shit going on the sides? Is that a shag? Like, what the fuck is going on?
He definitely got a mullet in the back.
Oh, nah. Or you know what I think's going on? His fro got shaped by his helmet. Curtis, that's what's going on, ain't it? He got helmet. Oh, the crazy thing, he got hella potential to have a crispy line because you see how far that go up his forehead. This shit could be, but nah, he chose violence.
Everything about him makes so much sense now.
It all adds up.
It all adds up.
Somebody said his barber was sabotaging his life, brother. You think he had a barber?
No way. No way.
There's no way he had a barber.
Nah, bro. This shit looked like somebody cut his hairs with scissors. Okay, like, yeah, nah. It all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Literally everything about him makes sense now.
When somebody showed me that picture, it was like, brother, this is how RG3 used to kick it in high school. I'm like, oh, so he grew up around nobody. Cool.
Damn.
Yeah. That's nuts. Somebody said best cuts. I wouldn't be that disrespectful to best cuts.
Somebody said he got that black GameStop employee. Salute to all black GameStop employees.
I'm about to say, hey, come on now.
Oh man.
Every time. Did Angel Reese really earn
She hates Caitlin Clark. You can just tell.
I ain't trying to make this about race. What do you think, Jason? Like, oh shit. Oh, somebody said, do Nick Chubb at high school? You know, I actually know well, it's really Bradley Chubb's brother, but I got to meet him the other day. Like randomly. See, Nick Chubb's high school pics, his hairline is still normal. Yeah, this is acceptable. Nick Chubb had an acceptable hairline. RG3s is crazy. Like, look, we gonna bring it up for comparison, right? Because this ain't about being in the country or nothing like that. They got barbers in the country. Okay? Like, Nick Chubb from a town of 2,000. Flat out. Clean. There it is. You know, not that swag going a lot elsewhere, but you know what? Box. Bam. RG3? Come on, dog. You ever watch like A Different World? Like the first season? You're like, damn, the shape up wasn't invented yet, huh? Damn. Oh, you talking about his physique? Yeah, this is a crazy, like, this is a 16-year-old dog.
Yeah. Born to play football professionally.
Dog. The one picture of Nick Chubb at a track meet always gets me.
Born to do this.
Speaking of, dog, have you seen the debut of Do-Rag Miles?
I have. He has the cape out. He
got the cape out. Now, I think he needs a couple lessons. I think he's new to the do-rag game because I think, one, I don't think his do-rag streams were. Let's evaluate this. Can I get a picture of Do-Rag Miles in the chat? Anybody got one? This is for analysis. Because I saw the do-rag, I'm like, I think this was a job for a bonnet for Miles instead of a do-rag. Miles Garrett. Yeah, Nick Chubb's track picks. Nah, Miles ain't no do-rag rookie. He got a do-rag on from 3 years ago. Oh, he must have got shit popped. Yeah.
Oh, we weren't paying attention. That's all that was.
No, it's an anime do-rag. I'm surprised y'all ain't catch on to it.
I mean, that's the least surprising thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Okay, he got the seam out in the right direction. He just don't give a fuck about his seams. He just be having them, like, I don't like it when it's my do-rag seam all tight. Because then you get that one line there instead of like a flat. But I guess when you Miles Garrett, ain't nobody giving a fuck about that.
Someone say this is the kind of content you could only get on YouTube. Literally evaluating Miles Garrett's do-rag game.
Who you think will be? Because you know they be wearing bonnets now, right? Like I just be out going to like stores. I be seeing young brothers in bonnets. I guess it's like a normal thing now. Who gonna be the first NFL player to pop up with the bonnet?
I don't know if they're gonna do it.
Somebody gonna do it.
I don't know if they're gonna do it.
Some people guess Caleb Williams, but I don't think he got enough hair to do that.
I would probably guess Caleb Williams,
yeah.
If he had enough hair.
Nah, it's gonna be somebody like because it's gonna be somebody with braids. It's not gonna be Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Judy's still like our age.
No.
And he from
it has to be somebody.
Florida.
It has to be somebody younger. It has to be somebody younger.
It has to be somebody like in college. Jeremiah Smith.
No.
You don't think?
Nah.
I think I've seen him with the bonnet on.
You have not seen him with a bonnet on.
Y'all wildest saying Stephon Diggs. I see. I can't search this up because like nobody who takes pictures for Ohio State is going to know what a bonnet is. Like,
how you know? Come on, how you know? How you know?
The Columbus Dispatch got somebody out there. Oh yeah, Jeremiah Smith in his bonnet. Like that's not going to be searchable.
We ain't got no black photographers.
You might have black photographers, but they not writing up the descriptions.
You don't write, the people who take the photos don't write the description of the photos when they take them?
No, that's somebody on the SEO team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that person ain't putting bonnet. Okay, like...
wait, what if they do know what it is?
Let me see if I'm wrong. Nah, they don't know what it is. But okay. I feel like him or Ryan Williams, I've seen one of them young boys with a bonnet. It's like normal now.
Yeah, I can see Caleb Williams doing it.
I think Caleb's just a bit too old. This is a real like, this is almost Gen A, like young Gen Z's type shit.
We're gonna see. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
It's like when the first was it like older Gen Z, younger millennials popped up with the nail polish the first time. We was like, what?
That's a very tame way of putting how people react. What?
No, we had to deal with what Young Thug showed up in the anime dress or some shit like that, and then people lost their mind. I remember that. That was a wild day on Facebook.
Oh, if you was on Facebook, I know it was terrible. The discourse was not productive.
I forget Facebook is a social media platform. Like,
yeah, you probably should, to be honest.
I ain't going on Facebook to look up people's statuses in such a long time. Normally, I'm on Facebook. Let me get this picture from high school. Like, shit.
Should we talk about the Browns? Or just
let's go. Curtis, where do you want to start the show at, man?
40 minutes in.
40 minutes in.
Yeah, we could talk about, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur, Mr. Wrist Up. We can talk about that.
Was your wrist up last week?
Like your wrist wasn't up?
It was.
We know where you were.
I had to work on Friday. My coworkers were asking me why do I have my wrist up? I'm like, wrist up. That's all I had to say. Wrist up.
He looked good on Friday. He did. Yeah. Do y'all want my serious analysis?
You should probably give people your serious analysis.
I've given my serious analysis on my channel, but yeah, he looked good. I think there was some really promising stuff there. He made some good throws. What I liked the most is like how natural he looked in play action, turning his back to the defense. Didn't really do that a ton at Colorado from what I can recall. And that's something that like guys can't get used to, right? So, it looks like there's potential here for... Somebody said RG3 looked like the black friend in the 80s scary movie. Damn.
Hey, they said that comment a while ago.
Damn, I just saw it. It just popped up to the top. Damn. But anyways, I thought it was an impressive showing. You're not going to win a job off one preseason game, which I think sometimes people are trying to make the expectation here. And it's going to be interesting because this has been interesting to watch. People come in and they have this perception of how Cleveland's going to do stuff. And then it's obvious they don't know what the fuck they talking about when it comes to the Browns because the Browns have a very obvious way of doing things. And anybody expected the Browns to be super reactionary after that. I'm like, well, you just have not been here the last 4 years because that's not how they operate at all, like for better or worse. They're not just going to be like, oh my God, let's panic and put this guy QB1. They're going to play it out, see what happens this week. But there's really no need to worry. Shedeur's going to play this year. Like, I'm pretty sure Dillon going to play this year. They're both probably going to play. The Browns don't have a full season starter at quarterback. So, there's going to be opportunities. The one guy who's probably going to win the job, he old as dirt, could get injured any day. There's going to be opportunities to be had. So Yeah, I thought it was encouraging. I thought it was overall a very encouraging first preseason game for the Browns because I thought you saw some good stuff out of some young players. You know, it was interesting to see Carson Schwarzenegger out there making plays, looking like a playmaker.
Captain America.
Captain America, I guess is what y'all going with. I like Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
No, that's the other one that people were arguing.
Sunshine. You know, it's funny. We got both of them. They both, Mason and Carson, both West Coast guys.
Oh yeah. Because Mason he from California too, right?
Yeah, I mean his family live in Hawaii.
Ooh.
I was like, let me find out he actually Samoan. To Vince McMahon, he is.
It would have made you feel better about everything.
Hey, I was like, oh, I know why Jim Schwartz did this.
Are we making up for the Siaka ego?
You tell me, bro. I swear to God, racism played a role in that selection.
Can we not?
There's no way it did it. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna thin this dude up who looks unathletic as hell, so he gonna get athletic. And I'm like, why did you think that could happen, Jim? You saw that Samoan man and thought to yourself, he haloti? Nah, I know it, Jim. I know it. Was he Tommy Togiai too?
Nah, Tommy was before.
Else.
Tommy was before he got there.
Nah, okay, all right. So Jim gets off on that. But yeah, Mason was in WWE. He be Mason and Hawaii.
Mason in the bloodline.
Dye his hair black. Give him a little spray tan. All right, go out there, kid. Bro, you know the ridiculous shit WWE did? Yokozuna. You know about Yokozuna?
Who is Yokozuna?
I think I do.
I believe he is related to Rikishi. And they had Yokozuna out here playing a sumo wrestler from Japan. Brother darker than me. Okay. Google Yokozuna up. Okay.
I got you now.
Yes.
Yokozuna.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Wildin'. Wildin'.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they will. So if you're asking me if WWE would do something like that, yes. Like,
man, that is.
Someone said his real name is Rodney.
His real name is Rodney. They're nuts. They're nuts. Vince. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. Vince is going to hell, man.
Brother, that's not even the worst, dog. Wait, have you ever heard of what was the one tag team they had? It was so ridiculously racist. It's like Kamal. You know what I'm talking about, Curtis?
I can't remember off the top of my head. No.
Oh, it's like Uber. First of all, they had Hakeem the American Dream or the African Dream, which was the one man gang in the dashiki back in the 80s. Oh, Kamala. Yeah. You want to get pissed off at Vince McMahon, dog? Google Kamala. WWF. Yeah, they had Hakeem, the African Dream. Egregious racism. Okay. Like,
nicknamed the Ugandan Giant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago they trotted Kofi Kingston out there like he was from Jamaica.
Yeah, man, he's going to hell for sure.
Now, I don't know if he created the Kamala character, but he certainly popularized it. But yeah, no, it was insane. Oh yeah, you ever hear of Muhammad Hassan?
Muhammad Hassan.
Oh yeah. So I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna talk football in a second. So Muhammad Hassan Colb was a wrestler. His whole gimmick was he was born in America, but he's Muslim. And after 9/11 happened, he got tired of like all the anti-Muslim stuff that he heard, and became radicalized against the United States. And they had him coming out. I'm gonna play his entrance music so you know how far they went. And I need you to keep in mind this man's name was Matt Capitelli, and he was Italian. Okay. You ain't even heard the worst of it yet, Cole. Wait till I play the entrance music.
No, I googled him real quick, and I see a photo of him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, oh, that's him.
Yep. And then I'm out there. You know what he's saying? Alien. This is going to hell, yes.
It's going to hell, bro. Like there's no other analysis.
When that happens and people are like, don't say anything, beat. I'm like, bruh. Nah.
I really don't speak ill of the dead, but he's pushing it, bro.
Bro, he did this in 2005, Colb.
We didn't even get into the more serious stuff he's done.
No, Colb. You know why the character got kicked off of UPN?
Why?
During a match, they staged a fake terrorist attack on the Undertaker. Full, complete with mad insurgents.
Yeah, I've seen that video.
I know
I've
that
seen
video.
I've seen that video a billion times on Twitter. I've seen it a billion times.
Yep. Insane. Y'all remember Lord Tensai? Had fucking Albert in Japanese letters. Talking about, yeah, he's a Japanese emperor.
Wait, they did that thing with the Undertaker the same day after the
London
London bombing?
Well, it was a tape show, so it wasn't live. So I think it was recorded before, but it aired the same day as the London bombings. Yes. Somebody said Crime Time. You know what was fucked up? Crime Time was representation to us because that was the only brothers we saw at the time.
Oh, Lord.
It was like, hey, man, at least we being represented. Yeah, man. One of the best women's wrestlers of her generation came in as a dancing hoe to Brodus Clay. We ain't even gone against the very, very valid the things he's done to the women in the wrestling industry.
Man. Yeah. He's going to hell. He's going to hell, bro.
Mm-hmm.
First thing smoking.
Like all the wrestling promoters for the 80s, dog, horrible people. It's amazing the industry did not die.
Oh,
Yeah. We didn't even talk about like the actual serious stuff where he brought over Junkyard Dog and killed his career on purpose, right? Like, that's the funny stuff that Vince has done. But yeah, I don't know how we got here. Oh yeah, the Iron Sheiks from Iran, but they made them from Iraq because the U.S. was at war with Iraq in the 90s. Just said he was from Iraq. Changed that N to a Q. Who gonna know the difference? Crazy. Oh, the Booker T Triple H storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that was just overt. And then Triple H won.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Coco beware. Yeah. DX and blackface. Here's the crazy thing about DX and blackface. I'm gonna tell,
pretty much any Asian wrestler got some sort of racist stereotype.
it was tough, bro. It was tough. As a black and Asian wrestling fan, it was tough. Okay?
I was about to say, you need to speak on it. You got to speak on that part of it because
you end up just claiming Samoan by association. You like, damn, at least the Rock the champ. Yeah, it was tough. Funaki?
Oh,
ooh, they would have got my ass. Funaki.
Oh,
Kenzo Suzuki. Yeah, man. Tajiri was kind of cool though. I ain't gonna lie. Like that was the one they didn't really fuck up that bad. But like Kenzo Suzuki. Like when Shinsuke came to WWE, I was nervous. And then Jinder Mahal called him Pikachu. That was when I was done. I think that's the last 4 episodes of SmackDown I haven't watched. Okay, when Jinder called that man Pikachu, I was like, I'm done,
that man Pikachu.
I'm like, yeah, all the shit he did at NXT. How cool he is, and this brother still get called goddamn Pikachu. Oh, I'm out. Like, I'm out. I'm out. Everybody be like, it's better now. They're not like that anymore. I don't care. Okay. I will never forgive them. Okay.
Pikachu was the last straw.
That was it, bro. It was Shinsuke. Like you didn't have to do that. Shinsuke cool. Everybody likes Shinsuke. Now we gotta call him Pikachu. All right.
Pikachu is nuts.
If we can't avoid it, then we can't. We ain't never gonna avoid it, dog.
Oh man,
It's nuts. It's more fucked up than I can imagine too. Cause like, there's so many other connotations that go with that.
hey, did I tell you on Twitter one day, some girl tried to say I was espousing anti-Asian racism.
What did you say?
So okay, so you know how Rui Hachimura is on the Lakers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he was going off one game, and like, you know how you like we give people nicknames and stuff.
You called him Japanese Jordan.
I absolutely called him Japanese Jordan.
That's what you got mad at?
And she was like, I think I said, I think I called him like Kyoto Kobe or something like that. Something like that.
Is he from
like,
Kyoto?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a little reckless. Okay.
That was a little much.
It might have been a little reckless. I don't know. Like again.
I was like, I'm not saying nothing. I feel like I'm not saying nothing bad. So what we do?
I don't know. Look, there's a history of just jokes going crazy on Asian folks. Now I understand why people are a bit sensitive about the subject. Okay, you go back and you watch any sitcom from 2003, you're just like, wow, like damn, they was just saying anything, huh?
Saying anything, like anything.
That is crazy. It wasn't even creative racism. It was just straight up, yeah, okay. Like the Jimmy Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Lang?
Yeah, he was an Asian cowboy. That was the joke. It's like, how's this Asian man a cowboy? that Vince Vince right there. Sometimes Vince would just give people creative to fuck with them. Jimmy Wang Yang was one of those ones like, oh, that's funny. Kerwin White.
Someone said, look at Rush Hour. Rush Hour is the most hilarious and racist series of movies.
Let me tell you, 2 movies that haunted me. Rush Hour. Anytime I was with one of my friends in school, they be like, oh, look, it's Rush Hour. I'm like, that don't even make sense. I ain't Chinese. Jackie Chan is Chinese. Or me, I had a friend, right? My homeboy TJ, he was South Asian. We was cool. That was my friend. We did a bunch of stuff together, so we was always around each other. Happened to be around the same time Harold and Kumar came out.
Oh, I love the movies too.
I never watched them. I was like, fuck Harold and Kumar. Every time I see both of them, I get mad all over again. Like, if I'm going to White Castle, okay?
They call John Harold and Kumar. Hey, people are ruthless, bro. Oh, people are worthless, dog.
No, it was ruthless. It was ruthless. I had to develop jokes back.
Oh,
yeah, that was a brutal time. Okay. I remember one time, like, my dad wasn't aware of that whole dynamic going on, and he was watching Fresh Off the Boat. And I guess like the Asian kid got roasted for being Asian, and then like the black kid didn't do nothing. He was like, Quincy, I just don't believe that would happen. And I'm like, Dad, what the fuck are you talking about? What?
so many personal.
I got ruthlessly criticized for being Asian.
Your personal experiences started like seething out immediately.
What are you talking about? What? It was like, I thought he would understand that they both got the same struggle. Nah, when them jokes flying, ain't no struggle. Like, ain't nobody. What? Like,
hey, no, the craziest part is that I be on your ass too. Anytime there's anything that has to do with anime,
you was just in the group text. Okay. Talking about I'm neglecting my culture. Sorry, I'm from Cleveland.
No, I saw that Delta Airlines put the Crunchyroll catalog on the flight so you could just watch it.
Wow. Wild.
Oh, it's literally only because you don't watch it. It's the only reason.
Bro, this is why. Hey, maybe today I could have grew up and watched anime and it wouldn't have been no thing because it's pretty normal, but it was just weird enough back then where I'm like, I'm not about to add that. Okay. Like, Hey, you know how many jokes I gotta have in my pocket right now just to live the life that I'm living pretty normal? Can't add anime to it. I ain't got enough jokes for that. Okay. Like,
and now you living in a time where not watching anime is kind of weird.
That's crazy.
you get jokes because you don't watch.
Yeah. They're doing boy eating egg rolls and lunch. Asian day.
Not being able to eat egg rolls.
Hell no, dog. I was getting wings. Y'all not about that. Nah, you're not gonna get the egg roll. No, it's not as good as what you could get at home. That's true, but fuck you. Okay,
egg rolls good as shit.
Nope. Nope. I used to just skip lunch.
Oh my god.
The crazy thing, they gave you just milk to wash it all down with, which is nuts. Okay, like,
oh shit. Oh man.
Public school was something.
Oh
Public
Lord.
school was certainly something.
Oh, God. So the Browns.
Someone said the next time they eat bad sushi, I'm blaming Q. What does that have to do with me?
Nah, see, not get why you was acting the way that you was acting. Because that's not the appropriate time to crack that joke. Oh.
Because, you know, I used to try to reason it out with people, and I was like, you just got to have jokes back. Okay? Like,
you were trying to explain, like, hey, you know.
I'm like, hey, oh, this kind of fucked up, all this stuff. Nobody tried to hear it. Like, you talk too long, somebody hit you with the gibberish. You know, like, just, I'm like, you know what? I just got to hit him back. His face look funny. Okay. Your body's shaped like a fish. Like, this motherfucker smell like tuna. Okay. Just hit him with the quick ones and you good. But yeah, that was my walk through my childhood. Hope y'all enjoyed that. We gonna talk about the Browns.
You didn't even talk about the real funny stories.
Oh, the ones I told y'all? Nah, I can't tell those.
Oh man. And you ever tell those stories, and that'll be the greatest pie ever.
I do not think my if I have grandchildren, they ain't gonna believe a word of what the fuck I'm saying. like, all this shit happened. I promise you. We'll live through some stuff. All right. But we want to talk about quarterback. Okay, for real though, Shedeur. How excited are you legitimately getting about Shedeur?
I feel like I'm more excited to see what he can do post the first preseason game. I was kind of worried about like how he would respond, especially like, you know, not getting the reps with certain guys and things like that. But I thought he acquitted himself pretty well. Like I think he looked poised. He missed some throws. Like there were some throws I feel like he easily should have made that he didn't, particularly in like the second half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he just missed some opportunities, but the throws that he did make, I was like, yeah. That's kind of what I saw in Colorado, not gonna lie.
I think he was a little bit excited, right? Because he was missing high a lot.
Yeah.
That happens. It's rust, right? Your first live contact. I think this week could be interesting. And also, like, Philadelphia's second team is pretty good, right? So we'll see what he gets to go up against there. Even though I think it would make sense to see Dillon start just so you can get the one-to-one comparison, right?
Yeah, you got to start. I feel like you have to start Dillon. You got to give Dillon a fair shot. You got to start.
Yeah. And yeah, I think what you saw for Shedeur was pretty encouraging. To be fair to Dillon, I mean, he came back, practiced yesterday. Apparently, he looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, he has had these moments where it looked like Shedeur about to run away on him. And then he come back firing a couple of times with like his best throws of camp. And you're like, all right, man, like the dude got something in him, right? You know, it'd be hilarious. What if the Browns were right about both of them?
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Well, they were right about both of them. Yeah, I think the way the quarterback room's shaking out, look, I've had this long belief the Browns really wanted Kenny Pickett to emerge, but I don't think they're going to force it. Joe Flacco's probably going to be the starter. When Kevin's like, we're going to make our decision after this week of camp, and Kenny's not even practicing, well,
it's going to be Joe.
It's going to be Joe, right? You know, I hope it's not Kenny because they just kind of like had all this happen just to put Kenny in and he ain't fucking practiced but like 2 days, and none of those days were contact. That's crazy. But yeah, it's probably going to be Joe. And then I'd imagine you see Dillon as the backup, Shedeur as the emergency quarterback on game days. And then you probably going to see Dillon. And then you'll see Shedeur last, which I think is a good spot for Shedeur.
Yeah, I never really understood the setting Shedeur up to fail stuff. Especially when you see, like, when you really look at how they're like handling him all throughout like camp, and since he got there,
They're setting him up to fail, y'all. Believe me.
Yeah, I just never really got that. It's also funny that RG, my fault. Bob tried to walk that back after the game. Too.
Robert Griffin. Yeah,
he tried to walk that
Griffin
back after the game.
In his
trying to play both sides. Like, get the fuck out of here. But
no, what was crazy about? Can we talk about how stupid that was?
The entire setting him up to fail thing.
Yeah. Well, it's basically like if you're in the media, you have a rubric, right? And it's like Browns do something. It could be good, it could be bad, but Browns do thing. How do I make thing bad? Right? Like literally the Browns could do anything and they could make it sound bad. Browns gave him a chance to start. They sabotaging him. I can't believe they said if the Browns would have started Tyler Huntley like in that preseason game, what would the outrage have been?
They not giving Shedeur a chance. They don't even want
the depth chart. This guy just got signed 2 days ago. You tell him they would have been all up in the tizzy. Like, what the fuck did you want them to do? And then Colb, if they did what people said they wanted to do, give them Cedric Tillman, give them Jerry Jeudy, give them David Njoku. And he looked a little off because he hasn't thrown to those guys yet. They would have said he was sabotaged. That's not what you do. Look, Shannon Sharp would have said this shit too. It would have drove me crazy. Look, I understand from playing. When you go out there, you're supposed to go with the unit you practicing with. Now they're going to put guys in from different teams? Expect that chemistry? That's not how you do it. That's sabotage. So it would have been sabotage that way. Only way the Browns would not have been quote unquote sabotaging him to some people is if we had just brought him in and made him the starter day one. And who the fuck was going to do that?
You're not going to do that with a 5th round pick. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Even if you think he's better than a 5th round pick, which I think the Browns do value him higher than the 5th round pick. I think they value him and Dillon pretty similarly. I think the reason they got Dillon is because they were like, hey, our next pick's 126. We don't think Dillon Gabriel is going to be there. So we're just going to take him here at 97. Because we do think Dylan Sampson's going to be there at 126. I think they value Dillon in the 4th, but understood, all right, well, we got this extra stuff. We got to take him here. We reached. Cool. They also value Shedeur in the 4th. Like, I don't think there is this giant gap between like, oh, the Browns view Dillon here and Shedeur here. I think they view them as different things, though. I think they view Dillon as somebody who could potentially, be a spot starter to a backup. I think they view Shedeur as somebody who, look, if we do this right, he could start. But probably not ready to back up right now.
I mean, I agree.
Like, but every time it gets reported, it's so mysterious whatever the Browns are doing with their quarterback room, how people report it. And then they try to throw Deshaun in there. I'm like, Deshaun don't work here. They put that man 6 on that depth chart.
He's never going to take another snap for the Cleveland Browns again.
Unless there's an emergency.
Like, and by emergency, literally everybody else gets hurt.
Like everybody missed the plane and Deshaun's the only one there. Like, or he's the 4th of the game.
Like, well, I guess,
What the Browns do, was it the Kendall Hinton game before they put out Deshaun? Ain't that to be crazy?
You just put somebody back.
Dylan Sampson out there playing quarterback. Deshaun on the sideline trying to coach him up.
Just direct snap. We'll probably have Quinshawn back by then. So direct snaps to Quinshawn.
No, Quinshawn got to play running back, right? Dylan gonna be at quarterback.
Oh, Dylan gonna be at quarterback. Just.
Or Jerry Jeudy at quarterback, but then that's taking away your best wide receiver. feel like that's not wise.
Who else do we have? You think Corey Borges can get in there and throw a pass?
No. No. You know what? Grant Delpit. Have him play quarterback.
You know what? Let's just see if Miles can do it.
Nah, because he still need to play edge if we got a chance to win the game. Like, you got to take away a player who you could replace. That's the thing, right? It's going to be like Jamari Thrash.
Or Deontay Johnson, somebody like that.
Nah, because you don't need Deontay. You don't need Cedric. Like you are throwing out a position player at quarterback, and you're gonna have to throw the ball. You're gonna need the best wide receivers you can get. There's a reason why those dude off the practice squad playing quarterback. Realistically, look, it's gonna be the emergency quarterback, Snoop Huntley. Like, that's who the Browns call every time they need somebody. Call Snoop. Like, Snoop done wore like 8 different jersey numbers in 2 years on this fucking team. Like, Njoku to Fannin. But yeah. Someone said Gabriel isn't that good, telling you now. Are you under the impression that we are like high on Dillon Gabriel?
I just want to be honest. Like, I was livid when that pick got announced. Like, I was on Twitter losing my mind.
When in doubt, Josh Dobbs. Ooh, could you bring in Josh Dobbs? Because he does know the playbook now.
I'm out.
Or do you hope you forgot it?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out on that.
Hey man,
he knows it. He knows it.
One more run.
He knows it too. He knows it too well. He going. Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
He come in here. Yeah, well, I already know the plays. Oh shit, we not sneaking this one out. Right? Yeah. I'm like cautiously optimistic about the quarterback room. I think Joe Flacco's look pretty solid. I know Curtis hates Joe Flacco, but he's looked like Joe Flacco, which is like, hey, look, he looks mediocre, but mediocre from where we were last year.
Worse than the league.
Oh, not just worse, Colb. Significantly worse than worse. Like, historically bad. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it.
Billy asks, what about the rumors of the Browns wanting Milroe, but panicked for Gabriel once he was taken? I don't know if that's true.
I think that's something that people just kind of said at the time.
Because Albert Breer reported the other day that, like,
I think they were always going to take Dillon Gabriel either at the top of the 4th or at the end of the 3rd.
Yeah, and they were reporting that teams were calling the Browns after they drafted Dillon to try to trade and get him.
Which tells you he probably wasn't making it to pick 126.
Apparently, the Dolphins were getting ready to take him.
Yeah, so like, again, it's like, what do you define a reach? If another team's willing to take a player before you get your next pick, when you gotta make a decision if you want him or not.
Yeah, it sounds like he was gonna go higher than the consensus on him heading into the draft.
And I think
the Browns just took him.
Here's what the people miss about this, right? Because all the stuff scouts love, Dillon doesn't have. But he is a coach's dream.
They said he destroyed interviews.
Oh, yeah,
with every team.
He's good at the interviews. He's really sharp on the blackboard. He's super quick. He's worked with great coaches, and those great coaches think highly of him. Like, he was going to go higher than most people thought, right? It's kind of like a thing, right?
He's got a quick release, to be honest.
Yeah. It's good zip on the ball, too. Like, he throws a tight spiral more often than Shedeur does. It's just Shedeur can get it off a lot easier than Dillon. Like, right?
And Dillon is, 5.
Well, that's part of why he can't get it off, right? He's small.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's like, I can see how a coach can look at him and go, I like having a guy like that in my room. Like, the consensus was made up of people who scout and looking at him as a scout perspective. coaches were always going to be higher on him. And I think that's what people missed, right? And the Browns weren't the only ones, right? Like Dillon's had if Shedeur was not here, I think we'd be talking about Dillon having a pretty decent camp. I think, shout out to Daryl Ryder, but Daryl Ryder aside, right? Like,
hey, Daryl got an axe to grind, man. He got an axe to grind.
Oh no, because like it was weird because he balled out, and I saw Daryl be like, "Well, Dillon had some good throws." I was like, "I know that killed him." He was mad, dog. He was mad. But yeah, Dillon, like really good with his process, right? Like I think coaches like him. That matters too, right? So, it's funny how it gets viewed. Of like, oh, the Browns, they're dysfunctional because they took 2 quarterbacks. I'm be real with you. Would rather taken Dillon and Shedeur over Tyler Shough, where they took Tyler Shough, or Jackson Dart, where they took Jackson Dart. And look, there are other quarterbacks we can open this conversation up to. But again, it's their time to shine, right? It ain't time yet to talk about other ones. But you would ask me before the draft, would I rather have Shedeur in the 5th round or Cam Ward number 1 overall? I feel like most of us are saying Shedeur the 5th.
Yeah. Man, there were people who wanted to take Shedeur 2nd. Like literally wanted to take him 2nd overall.
Yeah, I always thought that was crazy. But look, when he went out there, what he looked like? Reminded me a lot of Teddy Bridgewater. Like pre-injury Teddy?
Pre-injury Teddy was pretty decent.
Yeah, he was a starter, right? Reminded me a lot of pre-injury Teddy. Accuracy wasn't there where you wanted it to be, but you can see that he knows what he's doing. He's working through it. He has room to improve, but there's stuff there, right? Kind of reminds me of Teddy, which was my comp, was like between Teddy and Tua. Right now, he looks like he could hit that comp, right? For him. And I think that's a really good place for him to be at. You know what I mean? Dillon, we'll see what he looks like, right? It's going to be tough for him because, nobody really on his side, right? Like that's the tough part for Dillon. And why, like, even me as somebody who's not the biggest Dillon Gabriel fan, I do feel the need to be like, hey, y'all, we got to give Dillon a shot because it is kind of nasty how everybody doing him.
Like people don't even want him to get on the field, bro. Like nobody even wants to get.
He is seen as a nuisance.
Like he seemed like he is the way that he is perceived and talked about is exclusively as an obstacle to Shedeur. So that's the only way he's discussed. Like he's not somebody who's also trying to be the quarterback of the turnaround.
Obstacle at that too. Like
people just talk about him like, I can't believe this guy is here. I'm like,
crazy to me that's the guy everybody decided to lose their mind went before Shedeur. When to me, I remember you talked to me, Tyler Shough was that for me, where I was like, all right, something's up. Tyler Shough over Shedeur is crazy.
I think people lost their minds because everybody looks at like draft board rankings and quarterback rankings, and it's like everybody reads Dane Brugler's The Beast before the draft happens to see where guys that they like are ranked by like the draft guys, quote unquote. And Dillon was like 7th round pick. Like 6th round, day 3 pick is what Dillon was. Day 3 pick.
Yeah, I always thought that was like people say like undrafted 6th, 7th rounds. Like, nah, it's like Quinn Ewers, dog. He's much, much, much better than Quinn Ewers. Okay,
and then when he went 3rd, day 2, people were like, what?
Yeah.
But you got to remember, like,
Someone said they got mad at me for taking them in the 6th round of a mock draft.
No, but you also got to remember too that like when you talk about Browns fans, there's a Venn diagram of like Ohio State fans and Cleveland Browns fans.
Yeah,
the middle is extremely large.
Yeah,
there's a significant amount of overlap there, and
it's like I would say almost like 40% of the fan base, if not 50.
Yeah, like
I hear from them every time I open my mouth about Ohio State. Boy, they get hot about Ohio State every time. If I suggest anything negative about Ohio State, I got buck nuts in my goddamn Twitter mentions. Okay, fuck you.
Penn State being ranked ahead of Ohio State is hilarious to me, but I'm not going to get into that.
We know Penn State ranked ahead of Ohio State, so Ohio State can get that bonus and move up to the #1 spot after they beat them.
Well, no, that Penn State roster is kind of loaded, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're the Intercontinental champion. They're the guy you beat. Okay, now you can face the main event. like
I'm not even like hating. I'm not even gonna hate like that. That roster that they got this year is
the roster they had last year.
Well, yeah, they got NFL players.
They had 2 NFL running backs last year. Potentially somebody who's going to get drafted to play NFL quarterback. We don't know if he's going to be an NFL quarterback in Drew Aller. And they had Abdul Carter and like an NFL linebacker and Kobe and like 2 NFL safety. And they lost to Quinn Ewers.
They're gonna have more.
No, they lost to Notre Dame. My bad.
They're gonna have more NFL players from this team that they got. That offensive line, they about to put a whole bunch of dudes in the league.
But is Drew Aller about to? I thought Ohio State and Penn State last year were clearly the 2 best teams in the country, and I thought they were on the collision course. And then Drew Aller, that was one of the most ridiculous interceptions I've ever seen.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, yeah, Soul Train. Thank you, Tyler Warren.
Oh, Tyler Warren. Yeah. I mean, they were loaded last year, Colb. This is my point about Penn State. It don't matter how good they are. Like, do you trust them to do the thing at the end of the game?
No.
Nobody does.
No, I don't see them being Ohio State. I don't see them being Ohio State.
Like, maybe they might beat Ohio State in the regular season. Because now it's like. Now it's not like deep, because you make the playoffs with 1 loss. So, yeah, they might beat Ohio State in regular. They might win the Big Ten. But I know what they about to do in the semifinal. Joke. They going to do the Penn State thing that they do all the time. Where it's like, or you play or Ohio State limps into the playoff. You're like the 1 seed. Ohio State sneaks out the first round, barely beats fucking Clemson or something like that. Well, Clemson's gonna be better this year. Who's it? Like barely beats the let's say like the group of 5 team that makes it. Ohio State barely beats them, and everybody's like, Ohio State's on the rope. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're playing Penn State. Like, they're gonna get right this game and then turn into animals and win 2 national championships in a row after this. I
will say this: if Penn State does win a national championship, I am immediately pushing the Big Ten as the best conference in all of as I am. It's like I'm pushing that with all my might.
Yeah, like I think when Michigan won it shocked me. Because I was like, they're so unserious. But I'm gonna be real with you. Michigan is much less. Well, Michigan at that time was much less unserious than like Penn State is now. Like that is so unserious, man.
I'm just saying.
They got a hell of a roster. They could be. They could dominate. They're kind of like the Big Ten's version of Georgia.
Yeah.
The problem with Penn State is, at some point, you're always reminded that's Penn State. They don't do shit like win national championships. Like,
yeah, they're gonna have to do it before we believe they can do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna believe in it before it happened.
Yeah, I'm not. I will always pick Ohio State.
Like 4 first rounders in 1 year. Like,
hey, they good at recruiting. I'll give them that though.
Hey, they've always been good at recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a school out there, I remember I was talking to Tyvus about this. I'm like, for the longest time, you couldn't even fly into Penn State, dog. You had to fly into like Philadelphia and take the bus over to Penn State. How they get recruits there, I don't know. But they always get good players, good development, good program. Again, kind of like what Georgia was before Kirby Smart finally broke through. Where it was like, oh yeah, Georgia's cool. They're gonna lose to Florida though. It's kind of we gonna see, but every time I see Penn State get pushed up high, I'm like, all right, they're gonna get destroyed by Ohio State. Like that's gonna be every year. Penn State serves that role. It's like, oh man, how seriously do we take Ohio State? And you rank it by how much they beat Penn State by. All the great athletes. They had Saquon Barkley there. Almost beat Ohio State. Joey Bosa gets a game-winning sack. How does that happen?
Man, listen.
It always happens. It's like the John Cena comeback. That's what watching Penn State play football against Ohio State is. It's like watching John Cena. Okay, like okay, he got him on the ropes. Oh, okay, Ohio State about to do the little 5 moves to do. Boom, and then it's over. Okay. Last year, y'all fumbled in your own end zone. It looked like it was over. Then it wasn't.
No, that first game, like that no, because they didn't play them once. That game against Penn State, I was like, hey man, Penn State 100% should have won that
game. Yeah. 5 moves of doom, though. 5 moves of doom.
100% should have won that game.
All of a sudden, Penn State turning into jobbers. Right? Like,
and next thing you know, it's over with.
Mm-hmm. You know what? The more Penn State looks like they're gonna win at the beginning, I use wrestling logic in Penn State football games versus Ohio State. The more it looked like Penn State about to win at the beginning, the more and more they're gonna lose. The more and more I'm like confident they're gonna lose. If Penn State jump out 21-0 on Ohio State, I'm like, wow, this is gonna be an epic collapse.
Yeah, shout out to Ray Rags because this is important. The last time they beat Ohio State, it took a block field goal to do it. They're 5-19 against Ohio State since 2000.
They beat
2010. They're 2-13.
I'm surprised. When did they get the 5?
And one of those wins was the 2011, the year where Pryor and Tressel left midseason.
I imagine they got him in that suspension year too. The 1 year Ohio State went like 500 with Braxton Miller as a freshman. I think Penn State got him.
Braxton Miller's still best high school football player I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
Oh, he was cold.
He was. I was like, yeah, he's going to the league for sure.
I remember like a couple years after that, people were like, oh, Jalen Marshall's the next Braxton Miller. I'm like, no, he's not. I was hating. Like, no way.
No, but like back to what we were saying about Dillon. Like, I feel like because he played at Oregon and Ohio State beat them in the playoff. There were people who were like, "Nah, that dude sucks and he's not gonna be good," and blase, and that's why they don't like him. And then the other half is just like he's in the way of Shedeur, so they don't like him either.
Yeah, and it's funny because like Dillon has like such a decorated college career.
He's also like a good dude. Like anytime they ask him questions about anything, I feel like he gives perfect answers.
He answered my question fairly nicely, right? Like, seems like a good dude. And like the thing I always give Dillon credit for is like every year he's ever played a full season in college football, he's been an above average quarterback in college football level against pretty good competition. And I think you do get credit for that, right? And I think coaches give him a lot of credit for the body of work that he's put together. And this is where I was like, how did the line get drawn at Dillon, but not 1 year in college football in the fucking ACC Tyler Shuck? Like Jackson Dart, I don't believe it, but okay. You want to believe that in the first round. It's one every year. You know what I mean? Like, it's one like Jackson Dart every year. Sometimes y'all be right. Sometimes y'all be wrong. Most of the time y'all be wrong about that shit. But okay, cool. You want to take Jackson Dart super early. You hyped yourself into that. He's a 4-year starter, whatever. Tyler Shuck is 25 and has started 1 year of college football.
Yeah, so when I saw his like when I saw some of the clips and the cuts of him playing, I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna be a thing. It's not gonna be a thing. It's not gonna work out.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, well, he has the most potential, truthfully. I'm like, what are you talking? He's lived his potential. He's 23. Like, how old is Tyler Shuck? Is he 23 or 24, Curtis?
I think he's older than ain't he like 25?
That's why I was losing my mind. Go ahead.
For Tyler Shucker.
He's 25. He's 25.
People were talking about him. Reasonable people, Colb, not like just like clowns. Reasonable people are like, well, you got to understand the potential. It's just so high. I'm like, he's 25. He's lived up to his potential already.
He's 25. He's 25.
He turns 26 in a month.
Yeah.
Brother, by the time Josh Allen was 23, he was Josh Allen.
Yeah, Shuck's been around. He started off at Oregon before transferring to Texas Tech and then finishing at Louisville. So he's been around since Pac-12 After Dark was a thing. If you know, you know.
He's going to turn 26 at the beginning of the season.
And people were talking about this kid like, oh man, the potential.
He doesn't have any.
He like, look, people did that shit with Brandon Whedon. Go look at what Brandon Whedon did at Oklahoma State versus what Tyler Shuck did.
Oh, Brandon Whedon was cooking. He was cooking.
Like, that's the fact that Tyler, like when the Tyler Shuck shit really started going, and I realized like he really wasn't going to be a 5th round pick, and then the team took him at 40, and I remember feeling like I was being gaslit. Because I'm just looking around like, does nobody think this is fucking absurd? Like, yeah. Brandon Whedon had 2 seasons of 4,000 yards passing, almost 5,000 yards passing his last year in college, 37 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. By the way, playing your full senior year as a 27-year-old is crazy.
It's insane.
You're not going to declare early at that point?
It is insane.
Wait, yes.
Dillon also turns 25 during the season, by the way.
Oh, Dillon turns 25?
Yeah, he turns 25 in December.
Yeah, that's why I think they're just going to throw him out there. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he just stays as like the backup all season.
Yeah.
And then like Shedeur starts over him or Joe Flacco starts over him. Yeah, Tyler Shuck's great season, 3,000 yards passing, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not
that was good enough to go 40.
Top 40 pick.
Top 40 pick. His goddamn college football reference page, it looked like a 3-contract vet in the NFL. He done played 3 schools, 6 years.
Man. Like Sean said, Lamar was the MVP at 22.
No, like for real. People were talking. That's why I was losing my mind because people were talking about potential with him. And I'm like, literally every quarterback that's his age right now, we're not talking about potential anymore.
Yeah, they just are what they are.
Pat Mahomes at 25. Let's look at Pat Mahomes when he was 25. What Pat Mahomes was doing when he was 25, about to be 26. Right.
It's got me wondering, how old is Shedeur?
Shedeur is like a year younger than Dillon. He's like 23. He's not a spring chicken eater. Well, no, he's
23. He's 23.
Yeah. I wonder, did he reclassify in high school? Because that's a year older than he should be. He only played 4 straight years.
February 7th, 2002.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes had already won 2 MVPs by the time he was 26.
Yeah, so
we're talking about fucking potential.
I just remember, like, there's a lot of things I remember leading up to the draft about what I wanted them to do. And I was just like the Tyler Shuck thing, because they were pushing. Like, I think Mary Kay was pushing that a little bit, and like some other people around the Browns were pushing that. I was like, hey man, that goes against literally everything Andrew Berry has ever done in the draft. To draft somebody that old,
that
high. I was like, there's no way.
I mean, Dillon Gabriel was a bit of a surprise because he is older than what Andrew likes to go for, but like Tyler Shuck that early, are you crazy?
But even with Dillon, like 97.
Yeah. It's like a late.
You know what I'm saying?
I imagine they viewed that as like a 4th round pick.
I was like, that wasn't even our original 3rd round pick. That was the 3rd pick they got from the Bills. Like
they're like, okay, let's take a chance on the guy, right? You know, whatever. Like if Dillon Gabriel, and here's also another thing that I would like to point out: if Shedeur is what people swear Shedeur is, then I got news for you. Andrew Berry is never going anywhere.
Never going anywhere.
What? If he fixed quarterback in the 5th round, and then you get Mason and Carson Schlesinger, I don't care what happened for the rest of that jam, bro. It's a hit. It's a dub.
Hey, don't let Quinshawn be good when he come back either.
Yeah, because right now we can live with the Austin Corbett Nick Chubb situation. Like,
if Quinshawn is good too,
yeah,
he's good. He's good.
Yeah, all of a sudden this I told everybody like before this draft, this is the draft that's going to flip your perception on Andrew Berry. Like it's going to paint you either way because like it's 50-50 right now. And you could argue it was leaning towards bad because the picks that you could really see that develop weren't good because those were his early drafts. His early drafts weren't good. But these most recent drafts, I'm like, oh, they're looking a lot better. Right? And then if he knocked this draft out the park, it's like, well, man, he's keeping that job forever, dog. Like,
I told you when it happened, I thought this was his best draft.
Yeah. And people can say, well, it's because he has the picks. But it's like, yeah, well, shit. Okay.
Having good picks makes a difference. Wow.
Yeah. He made good selections with these picks he had. Okay, yeah. I agree. You know, it's kind of hard to hit this well when you don't have a top pick. But also, I've seen us fuck up top picks. I know it's possible. Like it's not the handicap, you know.
I don't think he fucked up these top. I know Mason's getting killed on the timeline the last like 24 hours. But like,
what are you getting killed for?
What's his name? Hayden.
Some
Winks.
idiot from Underdog Fantasy doesn't know how to evaluate film. So
it's always like a fantasy football guy. Hey,
who's the guard?
If you're ever getting serious football analysis from a fantasy football expert, run. Okay, like run.
Who's the name of the guard
he was lined up? He was lined up against Robert Hunt, who the Panthers signed a while ago, and the tweet, which is still up, I'm about to go pull it up right now. Probably one of the more.
I think I saw you react to it. I didn't know exactly what you were reacting to.
Yeah, because the tweet itself was just so dumb. He was like, Panthers right guard Robert Hunt didn't think much of the 5th overall pick. And I tweeted, yeah, we need to implement some form of a test to allow people to have access to all 22 film because this is getting flat out ridiculous.
It's like when DeJuan lost that rep in the Browns social media was like, oh, what a rep from DeJuan. I'm like, no.
No.
Oh, yeah, against Princely? Against Princely?
No. It was last year. It was against Brandon Graham.
Oh, no.
Years ago. It was against Brandon Graham.
Yeah, he got whooped.
And everybody was like, guys.
He lost.
He very obviously lost. Or it was Jordan Davis's rookie year. He was like bull rushing the center, and the center was bunny hopping. Everybody was like, look what he got the center doing. I'm like, good technique? Like, that's what he got the center doing? A good bunny hop? Like, but
like the cut-ups were just bad because it was basically Robert Hunt doing duo and double team blocks. I'm like, I don't know how the trenches work, and that's fine. That's literally fine.
Hey, you know,
Curtis, the funniest part about that video is the very last rep that he got posted. Mason 100% won that. 100% won that last one.
No, it's people don't know what the fuck they talking about when it comes to the trenches. And a lot of those people who want to talk about it really don't know what the fuck they talking about. Like, you ever see how much JJ Watt has to argue with people on the internet?
Yeah, I do.
It just tells you what the baseline is. for this conversation. I saw somebody say to JJ Watt, "This is why you are the Super Bowl caliber player." To JJ Watt, some fucking guy, okay, some dude in his car said that to JJ Watt. So yeah, people don't know the fuck that they talking about on a defensive line. And if anybody just starts like bringing up sack numbers for a defensive tackle, I'm like, all right, bro, like, please leave this conversation. I do not care about these sack numbers. Like, that's not the main thing he's being judged on. What you want to see Mason Graham do is just like, right now, especially early on, where they're not twisted, like they were super vanilla on the front too. Like, you notice that, Curtis, where this is like, all right, go up forward rush. Like, they weren't disguising anything.
Yeah, it was about as basic as can be. There weren't any exotic blitzes. I mean,
I think they did maybe like one twist, like, and it wasn't even on Mason's side.
Wait,
that's all I did.
What didn't they call cover zero at some point in that preseason game? I feel like Jim Schwartz did that at some point.
No, he didn't go zero. He blitzed like a corner or something like that, or like a linebacker. Like, you'll blitz like a corner or a linebacker or something.
I could have sworn Daniel said that. Daniel said he couldn't believe that Jim Schwartz did cover zero in a preseason.
It's something Jim Schwartz would do in the third preseason game, but I don't think he went zero. He might have went zero like in the fourth string, just to see some shit. But like, not when Mason was out there. When Mason was out there, it was pretty basic. That's why like people were like, "Oh, he's getting double team." I'm like, well, they're running vanilla. The center's going to tag somebody, so like it's probably going to be Mason, right? Like, so yeah, it's you can see it when they actually run stuff in practice. When Mason's able to do, and what they're going to be asking Mason to do is like a lot more different than what they're doing right now in the preseason. Yeah, so anybody making like any judgment off of this, knowing that they weren't really running anything, it's like, okay. It's like somebody saying, well, Shedeur can identify blitzes off of preseason. I'm like, he didn't really get blitz. Those are baby blitzes. Like, each week he's going to see more and more. I think joint practice this week could be when what contributing level he's going to be at year one. But yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I don't know what people are losing. They wanted him to lose weight. He lost weight. He's looked good in camp. He's had great reps against all pro players on the Browns offensive line. Everybody who's there is like, yeah, that guy's a player. Like, what the fuck people want from Mason Graham? Like, it's one of them things where it's like, oh yeah, they hate you until they love you.
Sorry, Mason.
Hey.
They just want you to be Travis Hunter. That's all it is. Don't take it too personal.
I don't even think it's Browns fans. A lot of these takes I'm hearing are just from people who don't know what the fuck they talking about. And you know what it is? This is like 90% of what happens on the internet. Somebody doesn't know what they talk about. Somebody then tells that person in the not the most polite way possible that you don't know what you're talking about. And that interaction right there makes the person who was wrong double down on dumb shit and find other people who think the same dumb shit that they think. And then they get in a community of dumb shit. And then they just keep posting this. Because there's somebody else, he calls himself a scout. This guy who like, he really hates Mason Graham.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He
said his teammate, I can't even think of his name. His teammate last year.
Grant was better. And I'm like, I just don't know how you honestly watch the tape and walk away thinking that. Like, Kenneth Grant's better. Like, does he just fit a profile? Is he just bigger? Right? Like, like I know people had to take that Walter Nolan was better. But if you see Walter Nolan's like flashes, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But he's so inconsistent. But yeah, it's when you say Kenneth Grant's better, I'm like, bro, you weren't watching. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Like, I don't understand it. I guess when people say stuff enough, like Max Crosby watched his tape and was like, nah, that guy's special. I think he knows. He was like, some guys, 3 plays in, you can just tell he's one of those guys. Okay, cool. That guy knows. Myles Garrett wanted that guy here.
Someone would even say was instrumental in Mason Graham.
Feel like Myles Garrett knows what the fuck he talking about. On one hand, we got Myles Garrett, Mason Crosby. On the other hand, we got dudes from fantasy football on Twitter. I think I'm rocking with with Max Crosby and Myles Garrett in this conversation. No offense, guys. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with being an armchair scout. We are all armchair scouts on this podcast. You just got to be able to, recognize, hey, man, if Myles is saying this, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. John Rivers did say Mason's a bad player, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to take that into account, too, just as much as you take Myles Garrett's opinion into account, of course. I can just see Curtis turning red right now.
Curtis gets so mad every time you bring up John.
It's like the Arthur meme.
John has the best account on Twitter. I'm sorry.
I think he retweeted me.
He just trolls and then he'll like the things that he's serious about.
Yeah, I hope we just get a wholesome transition from Joe Flacco to Shedeur. That'd be a nice way. Two quarterbacks people like. Curtis, how you gonna feel during that whole time?
I just want him off the team, man. I don't care how. I don't care. I want that man gone. I just want him gone.
What'd y'all do to you besides throw those 2 picks in that playoff game? Those 2 pick sixes in that playoff game.
Those two pick sixes, I can never. They're embedded in my mind. Just the day of the game.
If Joe Flacco drove him that crazy off of that, dog, what you think Sam Darnold about to do to this man this year?
I might do a full-blown crash on the timeline. That might happen. I don't know when.
You stand there, put in Jalen Milroe.
Hey, that's how him and Domo gonna get back cool. That's how they go piece it up. Jalen Milroe.
I can't win. First, John Rivers ruining one football team, then Domo potentially ruin another. I can't win. I cannot believe it.
You and Domo gonna be in Seahawks spaces.
Every time I go,
real talk, we shouldn't have got rid of Jamal Adams.
Every time I go on Twitter, I see Domo in his face, man. I'm like, bro, there's no way you want to talk about the Browns this much, bro. There's no way.
Oh yeah, someone said what we think about Marshall. Hey man, Amani Marshall was pretty good in that game. Big number 39, the running back.
Yeah, I thought he played.
He had a good blitz pickup on that Shedeur touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, good blitz pickup. Had a couple of good runs. Hopefully, you got something there. But yeah, it's a lot of ridiculous going on. Let's get through these super chats. We got 24 of them.
Well, dang, y'all missed us.
All right, first one's from Rex. Glad to have y'all back. California Keekly looked great. 6 tackles, 4 solo, and 13 snaps is a good start.
California Keekly. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hey. California. Hey, Cardinals have a bunch of good nicknames, dog.
Did you hear him in the mic'd up?
No,
so like, you don't watch film. He was like, watch this.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. He says, I feel like if we had a Q and Colb when Q went to camp Wednesday, we have gotten an all-time rant about an airline. Oh, yeah, you were crashing out about that.
Hey,
and we also heard about that. We also heard about that on Sunday when we all linked up together. So, yeah, I remember you talked about that.
That shit pissed me off. And I got no sympathy for anybody. Everybody was like, well, why the fuck did you book Frontier? Okay. They still supposed to provide a service. Okay.
You can't fly Frontier when you're trying to go from Atlanta to Cleveland.
I got no sympathy. Everyone's like, why did you do that? All right, man. The Delta flights got delayed too. Okay.
Did they, or are you just saying that because we was giving you shit?
No, actually, it was actually something going on that day. Like I found out like a bunch of flights got delayed, so it really wasn't as much Frontier's fault as I want. But you know, fuck them. Like,
oh man. We really didn't give you no sympathy.
Yeah. And then some guy on Twitter was like, you know what? I love Frontier. I don't understand why you have a problem. I was like, shut up. Fuck you too. Okay.
Damn.
He was like, you're an asshole. Okay. Like
you was angry?
Like, bro, I'm out here sitting in the airport. Like, I had to wait 13 hours to get to my next flight. You out here talking about it's not that bad. Shut up. They was joking like they was. So when we got on the plane, somebody was joking like, "Oh man, what if they cancel this flight too?" And I said, "Nah, this flight going to Cleveland, bro." Like, I don't care what it takes. Okay,
13 hours just to go from Atlanta to Cleveland is insane.
Yeah, look,
that's a 2-hour flight.
I was home for most of that, right? I was able to go home, but dog, I was mad. I had to take an angry nap. Okay.
All right,
next one out here like, well, maybe you can fly Southwest. It's not gonna happen, babe. Like, no, at one point she tried to like figure out, give me a rental car, all this stuff, try to be helpful. And I was like, you don't understand. Frontier's getting me to Cleveland. Okay.
Dang. You wasn't even trying to hear options. No alternatives.
No. I wasn't about to drive no 10 hours. Frontier is doing the job they said they would do. Okay. They're not gonna get away with this. They're getting me to Cleveland. What time I get back? Okay.
Next one's from Ray Rags. He says, you can bet by this, the gambling thing I talked about earlier. You can bet by the specific pitch and a specific at bat. So allegedly he was in with someone betting. He'd throw a ball on the first pitch when spiking the ball, which is the exact same thing the other pitcher did. I'm talking about Clase.
And Ortiz.
Man. I feel like that level of prop betting is like selling cocaine. Okay. Like that level of prop betting being legal is like legal crack, dog. Like that's crazy. You could bet on that.
You bet on anything, bro.
You know what? I used to think this was appalling and all of this, and it's crazy. It's legal. And then I learned about options on the stock market, and I'm like, oh, okay, so people just do this.
Yeah.
It's just all gambling. It's crazy.
Trying to make a little money on the side, man. That's all it is.
It's crazy.
A little money on the side.
Nah, I'm gonna put mine in index funds. Be boring. Okay.
If I was Class A, I'd just be like, I thought this was America.
Land of the free. Man can't gamble on his own self.
Insane, bro. What's happening in this country, man?
Right there, brother. You know, what's wrong with saying you're going to strike somebody out and getting a couple extra, parlays for that?
Next one is from Iceman. He says, corporations serve profit only.
Facts.
Especially public ones.
Yep. Next one is from Autistic Kid. He said, we used to look up to gamblers like Shoeless Joe Jackson. Now we have Shameless Clase screwing up the guard season. I mean, the season was already cooked, but you do
they 5 games out of first, Curtis? What you hating on?
They're like a game back to wild card.
Hey, why do Curtis just hate the Guardians?
I'm not fooled by it, man.
What's going on? What's going on, Curtis?
Curtis hates the Guardians, loves Insomnia Cookie. I can't understand this motherfucker sometimes.
It's Crumble Cookie, not Insomnia. I've been Insomnia since college. That's been a while. But
my bad. Bad. You know, he's too big for Insomnia. Crumble Cookie. All right.
Yeah, shout out Crumble. But I'm just not. I'm not sold on the Guardians. I'm just not. It's like last year when they made it to the ALCS, everyone was like, "Oh man, it's special." I'm like, "Yeah, it's special." They're not gonna repeat it again, and everyone was saying, "Oh, you're a hater." I'm like, I know baseball a little bit to understand that. Hey, you got to invest in the hitting. You got to get some stars on this team because you can only go so far with good pitching because the hitting can be.
Have you ever seen the movie Major League?
Yeah, I have.
There wasn't one star on that team, but they went to the pennant. So why can't this year's Guardians team do that?
Because Aaron Judge exists. That's why. Even though the Yankees have been struggling, but
I'm about to say
I don't trust this.
The Yankees are terrible. Like, the Yankees are
they're more loaded in Major League than they are right now. They had that one dude with the mustache in Major League. He was definitely on roids. You telling me that the Guardians could beat them in that scenario, but we can't beat them in real life? Hater, bro. Like, just hater. You know what I mean? Curtis just be hating, you know? If they had to hit, Curtis would be like, you know what? They can't do it.
Hey, they just brought up Cephas.
Mm-hmm. You don't believe in Jose?
Oh, I do. It's just he's having his career wasted because the Dolans are so cheap. But, you know, things could change.
They're efficient.
I'm sure that's what they would tell you. Yeah. They're efficient.
Just because we don't want to waste money. Hey, they're gonna hit you with who would you want us to spend that money on? Because does Francisco look worth it? Who are we wrong about?
Next one is from Rex. He says, many of our current issues are because of late stage capitalism, but this ain't that type of podcast. You're right about that.
Maybe it should be that kind of podcast, actually. The Q and Colb communism hour.
You know, put me on a goddamn list. You know that? I already called. What I call JD Vance that one day. Next time I go through TSA, it's my ass. Thank you, Colb.
Hey, if we end up getting sent to China, I apologize in advance.
You gonna wish they sent us to China. Gonna be Harold and Kumar, go to Guantanamo Bay. Okay.
Damn, we can waterboard. Hey, Curtis about to give us hell, bro. Oh, somebody's clapping up for Comrade Curtis.
Curtis writes all these jokes.
Oh man.
All right. Next one is from Rex again. In lighter news, I'm glad Sanders looked good. I know it's pass fail in preseason, but him looking Shedeur would make discourse annoying.
Man, it would have been so much worse if he played terribly in that game.
Dog, you could just see them. They ready to come out, dog.
Yeah. They ready. They ready. I don't like it.
It's like, you know, it's crazy. They're ready to pounce, and then the people who are going to defend Shedeur are going to point that finger right at the Browns. It's just going to all end up on us. Shedeur looks good. I was pointing this out. Shedeur looked great. Looked like he's been developing good. Ain't nobody stopped and said, man, Kevin looked like he doing a good job with these guys. No, it's all look what he overcame. I'm like, bruh, Kevin caught a pretty easy game for him. He wasn't overcoming shit.
The worst part about all of this is that Shedeur hasn't said a word about any of this. He just put his head down. He working, and I got to deal with these fucking idiots every day just because he's on the roster. Oh man, this is so much worse than the Baker Oklahoma days. So much worse.
Well, because like at least a lot of that was like it wasn't Baker versus the Browns until it became Baker versus the Browns.
Right.
But it's like it's so much of this is being pushed to Shedeur versus the Browns, and I'm like, well, where are you getting this?
Yeah, everybody seems to be pretty happy with each other.
Yeah. Like nobody seems to be upset. It's just
Hey,
like,
you
bruh.
know what would be killing me? You know what would be killing me? They'd be like, man, we just want Shedeur to play for a real franchise. I'm like, first of all, every other fucking franchise passed up on him like 5 different times.
And I heard somebody say, yeah, I want to get traded to a team he has a chance to play with, like the Chargers. I'm like, brother, what you think? Do you think Justin Herbert about to sit the bench? like, what?
Bro, do you think Justin Herbert wants to deal with your ass? Absolutely not.
Bro,
No.
he was about to get drafted by Philly. You want to talk about not getting first team reps? He wasn't even getting no second team reps. Have you
I'm
seen
about to say shit. He wasn't gonna get second team reps either.
That would have been a team that would have been like, hey, let's trade him. Okay. Like,
we ain't trying to deal with this. We trying to win something. We don't need him here.
even though I do think it would be funny because like it's been interesting watching Browns fans and Shedeur fans interact thus far because they're like, why are Browns fans so mean? I'm like, you just did not know before you walked in here. But like, if he would have got to Philly and they're high off winning the Super Bowl, and then you got Shedeur fans coming in here like this incompetent coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing. Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, way more hostile than us. Way more hostile.
I would say it's similar levels of hostility, to be honest with you. Like, what has Philly done that Cleveland also has not done? Throwing shit on the field, we threw batteries for a period of time. Okay. Like, booed at incredibly insensitive moments. We did that twice. Tim Couch, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah.
Like, then the fucked up part with Deshaun, we cheered. Okay. Like, I don't know if Philly's ever done that. So I think they're more overt with it, but the hatred's like, I don't know, man. Cleveland hatred do be hitting crazy. Okay. Like, look, you ever hear people talk about that damn Cavs LeBron return game?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I've never have felt hate be that thick in the arena. It was like you could just feel the hatred in the building. And I'm like, that's something that, uniquely, this city is the only one that's angry enough to produce that level of anger. Right?
Yeah, next one is from Ray Rags. He had to be reinstated, and there was never even a question of it. It's 100% felt like we know what he said, but you were the only one seeing. Sorry, man.
It was 100%. Hey, bro, you did hit him in the head with the helmet in front of everybody. We got to do something. Okay. We can't just do nothing. We can't prove what he said, but we could prove you smacked him in the head with that helmet, dog. Like, Joe Buck, oh, this is awful. The wrong time too. Did Miles not know Joe Buck was on the call? Because if you about to show your ass, don't do it with Joe Buck out there.
Oh yeah, he going.
Oh my God. He got Randy Moss ran out of Minnesota for doing a little fake showing of his ass. That's crazy to me. That's insane that Joe Buck had that much power at one point in time. Now, y'all ever see, it was like, I think Miami got in a fight with one of their rivals, and one of the players on the broadcast was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you gotta let them know. That would be Steve Smith. Okay. Steve Smith was in the fourth quarter of that preseason game just saying shit, dog. It was incredible. Did y'all get to watch the Panthers broadcast?
No,
Nah.
it was blacked out for me. It was blacked out.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they showed something different.
Steve Smith was out here. He was like, "Yeah, that guy actually sucks." Like after making a play, he's not really good. You know, like both these guys are bums. I'm like, damn, you don't give a fuck. Like, he is the remember Bernie Kosar used to do the preseason game. He would just be like, "Oh man, everybody's awesome. It's great. It's awesome." Steve Smith is the anti Bernie Kosar. He's like, "Man, y'all trash." Okay, that release wasn't clean.
Salute to my favorite receiver of all time, man.
He is still that dude when he was getting passed up by people in the draft. He's like, "Man, I'm better than that guy." That is Steve Smith's like mindset, everything. He saw Jerry Jeudy out there. He was like, "Yeah, I'm better than him still. I can be in the league." Someone said Steve Smith must have hands for real, brother. There's evidence.
Yeah. It's actually extremely well documented. He has hands.
We don't have to speculate on this.
He got hands.
Yeah.
Nobody trying to fight Steve.
I mean, Steve look like he got hands. Like straight up. You just look at Steve Smith like, "Nah, that guy can fight." Why? Let's get to the next question.
Next one is from Iceman. He said Mason Rudolph was at a Trump rally in 2025. I mean, yeah, that's well documented.
I didn't even know that happened, but like I didn't need to be told.
100% happened. 100%.
Yes.
Probably wasn't even on stage. He was just there. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure he was on stage though.
He was on.
He was. I'm guessing he was.
Stage. How weak was the lineup? They have Scott Baio to bring up on there or something like that. We got backup quarterback Mason Rudolph. All right, let's go to the next one.
Next one is from Foo Love 2. Talking about Myles Garrett. Looks like he has a black sweatband when he had the do-rag on the sideline.
Hey man, he big
No,
enough.
he talking about
Oh, he's talking about RG3's hairline.
Oh, that's
Brother say he 100% talking about Bob right there.
Next one is from Rex. Next one is from Rex. He says, "Can the Browns hold a seminar on not speeding on 71? Maybe add a drag strip to the new stadium?"
Hey, bro.
Hey, not understand why Shedeur and Miles get along so well. Oh, them boys don't care, bro.
Oh, that reminds me. I got a story I got to tell y'all off the air. But yeah, look, you can't have both your best players take themselves out for the season because they out there racing. That shit is over with, dog. Shedeur Sanders will have a driver. If Shedeur Sanders is good, oh yeah, it's over with. You're no longer driving anymore. That's in the contract, buddy. Like what? Because I bet that's the first thing Andrew Berry went to. What if you were the starter and you hurt yourself?
Man.
Right. Next one is from Ray Rags. Look, we had Akeem, the African Dream. Muhammad Hassan is Italian, and they made him yeah. Talking about
Akeem, the African Dream. That was a white man that played him. And Colb, yes, he did the voice.
Oh.
Yeah. This was children's programming at the time, too.
Next one is from Rex. He says,
like, it's kind of crazy how the most fucked up stuff WWE's ever done wasn't during the Attitude Era.
Attitude Era was fire, too. Bro.
Attitude Era has its fair share of questionable moments, right? You know, the X-Pac and blackface and all of that. But boy, does none of that racism hit more than Akeem, the African Dream. Okay. Hakeem. They couldn't even give him Hakeem. It's like, damn, who was in the room? Like,
not us.
no. I think his name's Akeem.
Not us at all.
I ain't never heard of somebody being named Akeem. Okay.
Heard of Hakeem, not Akeem.
What's the security guard's name? Akeem? Yeah, that sounds real black. 100% how that got done.
What's the next one, Curtis?
Next
Akeem.
Next one is from Rex. Scott Hall could only create Razor Ramon because Vince never saw Scarface.
Oh yeah, Scott Hall was white. He was playing like a what he playing, like a Cuban drug dealer?
I don't know.
My name is Razor Ramon. Yeah, he definitely had a fucking accent. Say hello to the bad guy. That's crazy. Crazy, bro.
R.I.P. Scott Hall, man.
You know what's the craziest thing about that era of WWE? All that wild shit going on, and I find out that Taz was white. All that passing around, I was like, Taz is black, right? You ever see his son?
Mm-mm.
You ever see what Taz look like?
I'm about to look him up right now.
Yeah, Taz. T-A-Z.
Taz wrestler. There we go.
Imagine all this stuff going. Go, Curtis. You looking him up too?
Yeah.
Imagine all the passing perpetrated going around the WWE at the time, and I'm like, what? Taz is white? Like,
oh man.
yes. He used to sell his lugs. That's when I should have known.
Oh, okay, Curtis. What's the next one before we go down a rabbit hole again?
Yeah, we not gonna go down that. This is from Ray Rags. Colb, he summoned man. I think he's talking about
The choke out Undertaker. Yeah.
Yeah. He summoned men in black masks to come choke out the Undertaker with a Garrett, which aired on the same day or the day after the London attack, and he got buried for it, man. Cue they used to scene for Davari too.
Yeah, that was also kind of, at least Davari was actually, well, I don't know. He might have just been South Asian, but like I think Davari was like Pakistani or something like that. So at least it made a little, like Muhammad Hassan was a white dude from Detroit. Like that was the most wild thing. But also they had Michael Cole on the call, like giving a serious voice. Which is what pissed people off the most. They were like, guys, something serious has happened. I like this fake ass like thing that we just saw. He's out there doing the, oh my God, guys, something just happened that wasn't scripted voice. Awful.
Oh man,
bro, that was at the same time that they were literally flying to Afghanistan to do tribute to the troops, and I believe they had Muhammad Hassan go there. Wild,
just insane.
Maybe it speaks more to the time and media than just specifically WWE, because they weren't the only ones being insane. But yeah, Vince took it to a different level. Yeah, the next one up.
Yeah, next one is Triple H fired Swerve Strickland thinking he couldn't be a star.
You know, if you look at that, and like AEW got Swerve and then WWE got Cody, they both got what they wanted. They both got exactly what they wanted from that. But yeah, I mean, Triple H, it's going to come up again. He has a history of, a certain background that's not that different from Vince. And it's going to be like, damn, bro, how long is it going to take Trick Williams to win the title?
Man, Trick can get caught up soon. Who knows?
Hey, all I'm saying, he's been at NXT a while for somebody who's been over for 2 years.
I'm about to say he's been at NXT way too long.
They brought Braun Baker up immediately. Solo Sikoa, he was up immediately. Then they just bring up Hikuleo. He didn't even wrestle in NXT.
They signed him.
Hmm?
I think they signed him, but Hikuleo wasn't in NXT whenever I watched it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, man. It's still a McMahon running that shit, dog.
Facts.
Like, people like, it's different now. I'm like, dog, is Stephanie still there? Triple H, he's connected to it. It's not that different, but the creative is better, so people are willing to overlook it. Which, okay. Yeah, I was overlooking it, and the creative was shit in 2015. So, like,
no, but Trick is like super over.
Mm-hmm. And he's still he out here wrestling against TNA. I saw him take the TNA title.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You know, who gets called up first, Trick or Obafemi?
Ethan Page.
That's it's possible.
Sean Spears. It's gonna be him and Ricky Saints battling it out for the NXT Triple Cup. Okay. Maybe Cody will bring him up. Hey, look, as somebody who watched Cody at AEW, y'all know if he ever start talking about starting a faction in WWE, oh, it's about to go downhill fast. Because Cody at AEW was cool, and then he started all these goddamn factions. And it was like, oh, shit. Start wrestling with QT Marshall. It was bad. But anyway, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, next one is from Ray Rags. He says, but Colb, he got no first team reps and was made to start in that game, talking about Shedeur. Disregarding the fact they had no other healthy QB to play.
You know what pissed me off about that? Like, does nobody do their job anymore? Like, does nobody just be like, hey, like he's starting because literally because Kenny and
I knew that this was the case when the Browns signed Tyler Huntley. And like, okay, I get it if you react on Twitter crazy, right? When you first hear the news. When I saw people post videos, the Browns have 5 quarterbacks, LOL, disaster. And I'm like, did you never once ask, hey man, why did the Browns sign Tyler Huntley? Is there a reason for that? Did you not read the article attached to the blurb about him signing with the Browns? Where it's like, oh, 2 of the quarterbacks aren't going to play. So you need somebody to play. It's been a shocking amount of that where it's like, hey, nobody's exercising a modicum of critical thinking.
Hey, so this happened 30 minutes ago, and I just feel like it's relevant. Relevant to what we were talking about. Ohio moves to ban all prop bets.
I'm not the only one. When I heard you could bet on the pitch angle and how it hits the bat, I'm like, all right, dog, this is just crack. Okay, like you're selling to sick people at that point.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. 100% blaming that on Class A. 100%. Oh, you're
blaming it on Class A. I'm blaming it on John Rivers. I'm blaming it on Domo. I'm blaming.
Hey man, stop blaming everything bad that happens on John, man.
Nope. Nope.
What did that man do to you?
I legit want to know what Dabo had to do with this. Like, this about the Guardians. He don't even care about them, do he?
He does. He be acting like he don't.
I've never heard that man say anything about baseball. We got the next one.
Yeah, we got the next one. This one's from Rex. Wait for some other player to end up wearing 4 before he's off the roster.
I'm telling you, Deshaun Watson next year rocking 44 is going to be hilarious. Number 14. Hey, I got a real question. How many boxes of number 4 hats do you think Deshaun Watson has sitting in a warehouse somewhere?
So many. So many.
Because I'm like, man, first of all, even if he was good, I don't know who's buying that hat because that hat is clearly a ripoff of the Chance the Rapper 3 hat. And that time has come and gone.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got a rip-off hat of somebody who has not been relevant since the pandemic, which is ironic. But like, my Deshaun Watson Chance the Rapper comp still strong. Like, I haven't listened to his new album though.
Is it out?
I think it is.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's out yet. Let me see.
Next one is from Rex. He says, "Have you seen the reports of how Tyler Shuck is throwing the ball way too long in New Orleans? He looked mixed in game.
He threw one touchdown that was wide open on the coverage buzz.
He threw one interception and he threw a pick six on the bad throw. I mean, it looked okay, I guess, but
by the way, Curtis, you drove me crazy during the preseason game for New York because you were like, see, Jackson Dart ass, and then Jackson Dart makes a good throw. He's like, maybe I'm wrong about Jackson Dart. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Curtis?
It was a nice throw. I wasn't gonna hate on that.
Huh?
It was a nice throw. I wasn't gonna hate on that.
You can hate on it. You can be like, that's a nice throw, but he's still ass.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. JP put it out there. He was like, that shit don't move me. I've seen that throw. That throw is special. Saw Curtis already capitulating. Like, oh shit, here we go. Yeah, next one.
Yeah, next one. Next one's from Iceman. Browns QB plan, develop a rookie and solid level starter. If wow, by 2026 class draft trade up. If not wow, QB stay, pick 2 good players, wait for 2027 QB surplus. Does this sound accurate to y'all?
I mean, I don't think they got it that planned out because I don't think you can have it that planned out. I think they're thinking like, it's really dependent on what's the opportunity in front of them. If let's say one of these guys come out and they look like Joe Burrow and the Browns have the ability to draft them, it don't matter what these dudes do this year. They're drafting that guy. Or if none of these guys look good and Shedeur looks good, then they'll roll with that. I think it's really, you just got to let shit play out before we really know. Who knows? The Browns, Jaguars might both be in the playoffs this year. Shock everybody and piss us off.
I'm about to say, it piss us both off.
If the Browns are in the playoffs this year, it's probably because, Shedeur looks really good. So it's like, it's not going to really piss you off.
It'll kind of piss me off if the Jags and the Browns were both in the playoffs. I need at least one of them to be bad.
Hey, man, the last time we did this, didn't the Texans and the Browns both make the playoffs?
I believe so, yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was the CJ Stroud year.
Yeah, it was. Next one is from Bray Rags. Colb, the last time you talk about Penn State, the last time they beat Ohio State and took a block field goal to do it, they're 5-19 against Ohio State since 2000, and since 2010 they're 2-13. And one of those was the 2011 year, the year where Pryor and Tressel left mid-off season.
Yeah, we talked about that one live.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Next one is from Soul Train. Caleb Downs will look good in brown and orange.
Man, yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be insane if we had him on the back end.
Finally, we'd have somebody who could return kicks and punts.
Finally, we'd have a good free safety. Oh, man. When's the last time we had a good free safety? Who's the best one we've had?
DeMario. What was it, Demarius Randall?
He was corner. He was a corner, and they moved.
No,
he was at free safety, and then they moved him to corner.
Yeah. Who was the dude who ended up on the 49ers?
You talking about Deshaun Gibson?
Deshaun Gibson was cool.
TJ Ward?
He was strong, wasn't he?
I think he was strong safety.
I think T-Get was free.
Gibson was good. Gibson
We
was
gonna
good.
include Jabril Peppers.
He was always strong. They were just playing him out of position to me.
I mean, the Patriots didn't play him out of position. It was Double G that played him out of position.
Yeah. 40 yards.
The greatest defensive coordinator in the NFL history, right?
What's the next one, Curtis?
This is from Caleb. Tyler Shuck has potential. The potential for me to take a nap during Saints games. LQB, LOL Saints.
No, when you said that Tyler Shuck gonna throw a lot of pick sixes, I'm like, brother, he probably playing 8 games like in his career. Like, to throw a lot of pick sixes, like, you got to be semi good to throw a lot of pick sixes. Like, Jameis and Joe Flacco throw a lot of pick sixes, but they're like upper edge of what you could be as a backup. I don't think Tyler Shuck's going to be as good as Jameis or what Joe Flacco is right now.
Who starts week 1 for the Saints? Is it Rattler?
All signs are pointing to it.
Brother, they might trade for Dillon Gabriel and fucking start him, dog. Like, they might trade for Kenny Pickett. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. I don't know what they're going to do. That is, look, the Saints have gotten away with murder, dog, because the Browns get talked about so much. And I'm like, look at them. That room sucks. And they used the second round pick, so they can't draft nobody next year.
Yeah, man. I don't know. They probably should. They probably should try to trade for Kenny.
They got Jake Haener there still.
Is Jake Haener still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
He's in the competition, Colb.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's the one that's competing with Spencer, isn't he?
I haven't heard anything about.
Bro, they praying Joe Flacco get cut.
You're not gonna get cut. You're gonna have to trade for one of these quarterbacks.
Dog, they looking at the Browns like, yeah, we want that leftover. Every quarterback on the Browns roster right now, I would take over every single one of the Saints.
No, you gotta you gonna have to call. You gonna have to
every single one.
You got to call Andrew Berry if you're trying to get anybody that's on me.
that shit is awful. Like, can we look up officially what that quarterback room is now? That shit is trash, brother. Yeah, Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck, Jake Haener, and Hunter Deckers. I'd rather start Kenny Pickett.
Honestly, like 100%, I'd rather. Yeah, everybody knows how I feel about Kenny too. I would 100% rather start.
Oh yeah, Francisco Mendoza. Do you like New Orleans? Lenore Seller, how you feel about seafood? Have you ever had crawdad?
You know what would be so funny?
What?
If the Saints end up with like the 5th pick.
they would do though, Colb, because they did it this year. Then what pick did they have this year?
Oh, I would be so mad.
Who was the team? It was the Patriots that played themselves out and just gave us the number 2 pick.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, low key, we could like really be looking at this in like 5 years and be like, wow, the Browns got really fortunate that the Patriots played themselves out of the first at the 2nd pick of the draft. They turned that into an extra first and Mason Graham. And then Quinshon Judkins, whatever he ends up being. Man. All because Joe Milton wanted to look good. What they get for Joe Milton, the 5th?
Yeah, I think so.
So they basically traded a 5th round pick for the 2nd pick of the draft.
Shout out Joe Milton, bro. Patriots fans were so mad they won that game. They were pissed. They won that game.
The Patriots did the equivalent of trading from 2 to 5 or wherever they were behind where the Browns were selecting, right?
No, because they picked. Didn't they pick? No, they didn't pick 3rd, did they?
I'm looking it up right now.
Because it was Tennessee, Jacksonville.
They picked 3rd. They got Will Campbell.
Oh yeah, okay. They did take.
They picked right before Cleveland.
New York was 3rd. They took
Abdul.
My guy. Yeah, they took Abdul.
Yeah. So they basically went from 2 to 4 for the price of a 5th round pick. Cleveland went to 2 to 5 for an extra second, extra first, and got the 5th. Cold game.
Just got to make the most of it now. Just got to make the most of it now.
Hey, does Cam Ward feel like the number 1 overall pick to any of y'all right now?
No.
Everybody was so behind it at the time.
To be honest, it feels like Travis is really number 1.
He's the team. He's the one that a team decided to risk the most for.
We gonna see. What's the next one, Curtis?
Next one is from Ray Rags. Penn State won 01, 05, 08, 11, and 16. Never won more by more than 7. 11 is the year with freshman Braxton. Since Paterno left, they've only won once.
Damn.
So basically, once Ohio State made that jump from like really good college program to super program, Penn State ain't done shit. Because Ohio State made that leap around like 2014?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, around 2014. That second national championship they got. Well, not second total, but the second one like in my lifetime.
Yeah, man. That's a long time. Long time.
Yeah, and then, it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. Ohio State's only gonna get better.
What's the next one, Curtis?
Next one is from Rex. How enjoyable will next year's pod be when the Steelers sign Daniel Jones?
Hey, bro, they are in close proximity to hell. They're not in quarterback hell yet, but they are dangerously close. Like,
if this Aaron Rodgers thing don't work out, they're gonna find themselves in a tough spot.
And here's my thing, Cole. Here's my thing, Cole. If this Aaron Rodgers thing does work out, I feel like they're in more trouble. What, they make the playoffs? They get the 22nd pick?
Yeah, they can't pick quarterback.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers retires and they fucking sign Daniel Jones next year.
I've been saying for so long
for Sam Darnold after the fucking 40 the Seahawks are tired of him.
I've been saying for so long the Steelers need to be bad. Like they need to be bad for like a year or two so they can get their quarterback. Like if I was a Steelers fan, you need to be bad for a year.
Every time I say this, Steelers fans get mad at me, but I'm like, boy, that feel like a team that's gonna draft Carson Beck.
They don't have to. They're not gonna have a choice.
Yeah, Carson Beck have a nice little year at Miami. People like, yeah, let's go get Carson Beck. Down year Drew Aller, with a Penn State underwhelms, finishes in like the Outback Steakhouse Bowl. Go get Drew Aller.
They're gonna have to figure something out. Man. They got to figure something out.
It's like they're just stuck and they're trying to pretend that they're contenders, but they're not. It's just a mid team with a low ceiling.
Much older this year. They got older at like wide receiver. They got older at secondary, and I'm like, do you really think you're going to win a championship this year?
They have they got an all-time name team. Like if you just look at all the players, like if you just look at the names they got on the roster, they got
real
all-time
Cavs.
They got an all-time name team.
Like, is that Derrick Rose?
Jalen Ramsey, TJ Watt.
Is that Wade wearing number 9? Like
all-time name team.
Yeah, for sure.
DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, we had IT on that team.
Cam Hayward. Like they got a whole all-time name team.
We'll see. They'll probably be decent, but like I would argue being decent is probably not in their best interest. But knowing Pittsburgh and the devil magic they get, they'll be good this year and then automatically somehow get somebody to trade them a pick that gets some fucking Dylan Raiola, Manning or something like that in 2027. So, look, I ain't gonna laugh until that one in the grave. Yeah. But they're on the temporary solutions right now for sure. Let's get to the next one.
Next one is from Ray Rags. He says, there's a clip of Ortiz throwing a ball and the dude swung and struck out and he screamed.
Hey, that's when you making crazy parlays. You gotta look yourself in the mirror at that point. Be like, hey, bro, I'm not living right. Oh shit!
That is insane.
This is the Dolan's fault. That's what happens when you don't pay your players. They got to do stuff like this.
I mean, man, they got to have a salary floor.
Keep this from happening.
So, like, Clase was well paid. Yeah, not as well paid as he wanted to be. It's a capitalist sport. You should just pay him as much as he needs. Was he even a good closer?
Clase?
Yeah.
Good point.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I ain't know.
Next one is from an autistic kid. Baseball is basketball. 1 star is all you need.
No, it's not. I used to make this point all the time. My baseball team, when I was in high school, was shit. And I used to make this point. I'm like, this is the difference between baseball and any other sport. If Alex Rodriguez was on our fucking team, we would still be garbage. Because you could just walk Alex or Rodriguez and then not hit to him. It's so easy to avoid one good player, even if he's a pitcher.
Hey, you can't even have 1 star in basketball.
Anymore, in the NBA, you can't just have 1 star. If you every other level of basketball, you can get away with 1 star.
In the NBA, though, you can't get away with 1 star anymore.
Yeah, but I think, like, if we're talking about sports in general, like, look, Derrick Henry on one football team in the middle of the state. Yeah, man. If you insert Derrick Henry to a high school team or a college team, they're going to be really good.
I don't even think there was any point in like really in NBA history where you could say like a team with 1 star really got the job done.
If you put LeBron in 1950s NBA, that team is winning everything. Okay, like I don't care what squad you put.
I mean, we saw Wilt Chamberlain not be able to get it done by himself.
Hey, no, no disrespect to Wilt. No disrespect to Wilt. LeBron is much more skilled than Wilt was at that point. And that's more because of the evolution of the game and everything else like that. But if you drop LeBron into the 1960s, he's probably winning it all with Dan Carruthers or whoever the fuck is next to him.
Ray Rag said the perfect thing. Mike Trout was the best player in baseball for over a decade, and it never mattered. Never mattered.
That's baseball's problem, is that it does not matter.
Yeah, like never mattered at all.
And then went to Shohei Ohtani, didn't they?
Yeah, they had them both on the same team at the same time.
Didn't matter. I didn't watch one of them goddamn games.
Never mattered. Never mattered.
Yeah. Yeah, no, baseball is more of a team effort than any other sport, in my opinion. Because, like, you know, basketball, you get 2 guys really good. You can only be like, if you have Jokic on your team, you can only be but so bad. Right now. Like, I think that's probably the most demonstrative player you could do that with. But, like, in 2016, you could put LeBron on any team, you're only going to be but so bad. Like, he might not win the chip, but you only going to be but so bad. Hell, Mo Williams got a 61 season and an all-star appearance.
2 61 seasons.
Kobe teams. And look, them teams weren't always great, but it was only going to be but so bad. Like, they had Kobe. Like,
go back and look at some of them Lakers roster.
Yeah, it was bad, bro. People was getting excited about Jordan Farmar, local legend. I think he's from the Valley up there. But yeah, basketball, you get away with it. Football, hey, you got the quarterback. Man, everything else seems to fall in place.
It depends on what everything else is.
On how bad everything else is. If everything else is average and you have a really, really good quarterback, you straight. But you can't be catastrophic. Okay.
I feel like the Bengals last year are a perfect example of this. Like, Joe Burrow had an insane season, and it did not matter because of how bad that defense.
Well, it didn't matter because they lost to the Patriots week 1, right? But if they would have beat the Patriots, they would have been in the playoffs, and they would have probably beat the Ravens.
Good thing we'll never know.
But yeah, it is one of those things.
Next one, Curtis.
This one is from Autistic Kid. Gambling is just seizing the means of production.
Who is seizing what? Like, it's the legitimate question, because I think the gambling company is just seizing your means of production at that point. Like,
all right, what's the next one?
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. This is about WWE, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just say
Katie
the name,
Vick.
Katie Vick. Don't look that up.
Who's?
You don't need to look it up.
It is probably the most disgusting thing WWE's ever done on TV.
You can look that. No.
We could tell you after the pod ends.
Okay.
All right, Caleb, this next one's from Caleb. Plot twist: Travis Hunter can't tackle. He's not good enough at wide receiver. Justify the second pick in the draft. Glad we traded down.
No, that'd be hilarious if like the Browns hit a home run and Travis Hunter's ass, and we're just on the receiving end of one of those trades. Could you imagine that? I highly doubt that's going to be. I highly doubt that Travis Hunter's going to be ass. But I'm just saying, like, could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Was good.
Could you imagine the discourse people are going to try to have around it if that is the case?
Like, what do you think people are going to say?
I feel like people are going to try to convince themselves that that's not what it is.
I feel like people, like, let's say that happens and Shedeur is good. It's going to be a massive rewriting of who carried who in college. Right? See, y'all thought it was Travis. It was really Shedeur.
Honestly, the Browns are about due to be on the winning side of one of these.
Ooh, we've been due for decades. The same shit with Julio Jones got traded. Like,
regretted it every single day.
We're due. We just got our team taken away. Come on. This is how you build it. Oh, God. But that would be like, if this is the one that the Brown, if Andrew Berry's the guy who wins the crazy trade, yeah, you gotta build a statue.
Like we said earlier, never going anywhere.
Hey, look, I respect Andrew Berry's thinking. He wasn't gonna make that trade with a franchise that maybe has a track record of outdoing you. He said, you know what? The Jaguars got just as bad luck as us. I'm gonna take that phone call.
Hey, no, I definitely said that to some Jags fans on Twitter like last week. Because somebody was like, "It's like, yeah, we about to go to the playoffs. Y'all gonna regret that trade." I was like, all I'm gonna say is this:
hey, they just like us.
I was like, hey, man, of all the fan bases in the NFL, y'all should not be making proclamations like that because bad shit be happening to y'all, like bad shit be happening to us.
Hey, look. They're going through the pain of realizing the generational #1 overall pick that they took at quarterback might just be some mid.
No, one of my homies was a Jags fan. He was like, "I'm not gonna lie, this is facts. Like it might go wrong."
Now I respect Andrew Berry because he literally said that. He was like, "Hey, man, we think that pick has a good chance to be in a good range for us next year." Bro, and then you remember that Jaguars team that people are hyping up right now to win the AFC South literally lost to Deshaun Watson.
Only team
last year to lose to that version of Deshaun Watson.
Hey, listen, I'm not saying they're gonna be bad because I do think the Jags are actually like talented when you look at that roster. I feel
that
like
ain't
they
never stopped them before.
Right? Be bad.
Like shit could go wrong in Jacksonville just as likely as it goes wrong in Cleveland.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Andrew Berry wins one out. He was definitely like, I'm not trading with no team like the fucking Patriots or nothing like that. Dog.
Nah, that's not gonna work out.
Nah, that's not. I don't care who they're, dog. Like people will see the Browns traded with the Patriots. Browns lost. Like,
yeah, you trade with the Jags? Like, we'll see.
Jags are like, hey man, they can fuck this up too. It's been fun. It's been interesting though. People have been like, oh no, the Jaguars automatically won. I'm like, are we just underestimating their ability to be hilarious here too?
Last one, Curtis.
Last one, thoughts on Drew Aller. If the Browns drafted him, don't want him. I really don't.
Why don't you like Drew Aller?
It's just a lie. I wouldn't say it's a lie. I don't think he's bad. It's just those playoff games. I mean, the Ohio State game last year and the Notre Dame game last year in the Orange Bowl. He was kind of bad in that game, and his weapons didn't help him at all. And the thing is, if you think that he's going to be a first-round pick and he can't read defenses, like complex defenses and schemes like that, I'm like, NFL ain't going to be much different. Plus, the Medina kid does not need to come back home and play in the state where the pressure is going to be immense on him. So, no, he can go somewhere else. I'm good on the Pride of Medina. No disrespect to him.
Do we have a short list of quarterbacks we are, how do I want to put this?
I have a tier.
Observing to see if the Browns can draft them.
For me, well, like, are we talking about guys like who aren't they're going to come out like Arch?
No, we're not. Don't include the guys we know aren't coming out.
Okay, so Lenoris, I would put Cade. I think a lot of people want to put Francisco in there. I just don't know enough about the kid to really throw him up in there. But let's just say it. Like, I trust JP in them, right? Okay, Francisco, Cade, Lenoris. I think that's my top tier right now. And then
I think mine is Lenoris is number one for me. He's my guy in this draft. I probably have Cade number two. Francisco is the one where I just don't know.
He's a wild card, but everybody I respect about this shit really loves him. So I'm
everybody I like Corey and JP and all of them. They're all
like everybody's like really high on him. So there must be something there. Because usually those guys aren't wrong.
The only guy I trust who I haven't seen like who kind of was like, I don't think he's that good is Kai.
Yeah. And then you got Kai, I remember Kai's really high on Shedeur too. Like Kai,
yeah.
I remember talking to him a couple months ago, and he was like, it's no disrespect. I think Cade Klubnik is a really good quarterback. He feels like Shedeur and Cade are like on similar footings of prospects, which I hope is true. But then there's this second tier of like Garrett Nussmeier, Drew Aller,
Aiden Childs.
Aiden Childs is interesting. Yeah, Aiden Childs is interesting.
Childs,
what's the guy from? Is it Levitt? Is it Levitt?
Sam Levitt as well.
Yeah,
Levitt. Who are like, okay, they're not going to be in that top 2 or 3 or whatever formulates at this one, but they're definitely like the wherever fucking Jackson Dart went, right? Class of quarterbacks. I think I put Drew Aller there, right? Potentially, old boy out there, Mr. Nasty out there in Miami, Carson Beck.
But you said Mr. Nasty, I was like, what?
Yeah, Mr. Nasty. That is a hilarious combination, though. Him being in Miami.
And I do want to see what Aiden Childs is going to do.
Aiden Childs.
That's someone I'm interested in. Aiden Childs. Mendoza's 1 for me. 2 is Sellers. 3 is Klubnik. 4, I'm interested in Sam Levitt a little bit. So, those are my top 4.
I think I like Klubnik the most.
Also said I'm out on Clemson QBs. Fair.
Yeah. Is it crazy that Deshaun still had the
by far the best?
Yeah.
By far the best Clemson QB to come out.
I wouldn't say by far, but I think he had a higher peak here because I'm pretty sure Trevor is going to be better over a longer stretch of time than Deshaun. It would be hard not to. I believe Trevor has played more games than Deshaun already in his career, which is crazy to think about.
If we talk about peaks, though, it's not close.
No, peaks, no. Trevor's never had a peak like Deshaun had in the pandemic. But much like Anthony Davis' shooting, it ain't coming back.
Respect AD. Respect him.
It ain't coming back anytime soon, dog. The man that you saw during the pandemic is gone. Now, obviously, AD didn't fall off as hard as Deshaun Watson.
Nowhere near.
I was talking to somebody who used to cover like the Texans in Houston, and it's unfathomable how fast that man fell off. It is shocking because like we don't get it as much in Cleveland because Deshaun wasn't ever really anything to us. But when you talk to people in Houston about it, they are like, bro, I can't believe he was that bad in Cleveland. like
got his money.
Unbelievable. He went from what he was in Houston to what he was in Cleveland.
Got his money and was good, bro. Got his money and was good.
Like, even that doesn't explain it. Cause like that, it was like he was talking. It was like it's like he got his body stolen, and then somebody else just showed up in a Deshaun Watson mask. Like it's just unfathomable. He looks nothing like he did in Houston.
It is what it is, man. It is
like this is the kind of shit that starts conspiracy theories when it happens to rappers. Okay.
I feel like this is the perfect time to end the pod.
Cue a Colb quote right there.
This is the perfect time to just end the podcast.
So they jammed him.
Oh man.
Did he get cloned?
I just no, don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it.
Oh man, that's the other part about high school I miss. I used to hear all those conspiracy theories back then.
Oh, one more super chat. Ray Rags. Watson was so bad, it makes me think him playing good in 2024 before the shoulder injury didn't happen at all. No,
that stretch of good games he had just got forgotten so quickly, and it's like justifiable, obviously. But there was a moment where it looked like it might work.
He meant 2023, but yeah,
it felt like the universe was like, no, like. The Watson thing, I swear to you, to me was a spiritual experience because I'm like, it just felt like everything that could like manifest itself decided to manifest itself against that man. Like the shoulder injury, the weirdness behind the shoulder injury. He had this rare shoulder injury that was hard to detect that ended his season randomly. And then he comes back. He's clearly not the same. And he tears his Achilles at home. And then 8 months later, he tears it again.
Yeah, man. I don't subscribe to there's karma in sports.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
it was something. There was something.
There's something going on.
That was not just normal luck. Okay, nah.
Damn.
Like, bro, what?
Man, he just
There is, you know what it's like wishing on a monkey's paw, where it's like he gets this amazing moment where with the messed up shoulder, he comes back against Baltimore, who was the best team in the league that year at that point, and wins this pivotal game on the road. And that is the last moment of glory he ever felt as a quarterback again. It went straight downhill after that. Like, not even like he hit the field. It went straight downhill in the fact that, like, Joe Flacco came in and outplayed him. So all the credit he was gonna get, oh man, look how they were. Joe Flacco was better. Like immediately, it got washed. The fact that the Browns were able to win games with literally any other quarterback that stepped in that year. How the fuck did that happen?
They won a game with DTR, and let me tell you something.
Brother,
DTR is the worst quarterback.
Multiple games with PJ Walker. Canadian backup quarterback.
The Calgary Stampeders.
Yes, PJ Walker. Philip Walker.
They beat the 49ers, and the 49ers went to the Super Bowl that year.
Yes.
With PJ Walker.
Yes.
Hey, no, this is perfect. The perfect time to bring this up because Ahmad, who I follow on Twitter, he was like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I don't think the Browns are gonna be as bad as they were last year. I don't think they're gonna be that bad because I just think the quarterback play it's not gonna be anywhere near as bad as it was.
That's my theory. That's been my theory all summer. Where like people are like, "Oh, they're gonna be bad." I'm like, dude, they were only as bad as they were last year because the quarterback play was not just bad; it was like historically awful.
They had one of the worst offenses in terms of EPA per play. They were dead last in every statistical category, and that was because the quarterback was bad. When he didn't play, the offense was somewhat competent. Coincidence? I think not.
The 3 games they got competent quarterback play. Well, 2 games they got competent quarterback play. They beat 2 playoff teams. That's not something a normal 3-win team does. They beat the Ravens.
No, John was like, honestly, that team should have went winless last year.
If they would have kept Watson in, they might have not gotten to 3.
He was like, that team honestly should not have won a game.
And like that's like I think that's because people were like comparing this to other bad Browns teams, and I'm like, hey man, we were excited about Brian Booty Calhoun on them teams, dog. This team got Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett. It's not the same level of bad. Like, it's obvious why you were awful last year. It's like
JP said this too, actually, when I talked to him.
Oh, what?
Because we had a meeting and we were just like, we were talking about the Browns and talking about the Jags and what the results could be. He was like, I still think there's like a small possibility. We're just like, we watched the Browns this year. We're just like, damn, how bad was Deshaun last year?
Brother, bad.
He was like, what if that's the takeaway from this season? Just like, damn, how bad was Deshaun?
Somebody brought this up. I think Ray Rag said, brother, they almost beat the Eagles with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a ton of teams they should have beat last year.
Yeah. No. If you ever want to know how much, like, because we always had these comments, how much can quarterback play elevate you? If you ever want to know how much quarterback play can deflate you, pop in that 2024 Browns tape. Destroyed the whole defense. Stop giving a fuck. like then you can watch it in games where you can see the defense fighting for their life for like 2.5 quarters, and then Deshaun Watson turns it over or goes 3 and out in the most disgusting way possible. You can just see the air go out the defense. Go, all right, man, y'all got it. We just not even gonna act like we gonna play.
I'll be mad. I still go watch the Washington game crash out. I hope we never have a moment like that on this podcast.
It overshadows what happened in the because like when he went out in the Bengals game, and that was like a game where he was playing better than he had been all year. And it was like, oh, we could have probably won that game.
Dustin Hopkins definitely did not help the cause either.
D-Hop definitely made it worse. Right. And look, the lack of run game, I mean, not helpful, right? Like you add those 3 things together, you have a regular bad run game, a bad kicker, and then horrific quarterback play. You're going to be a pretty bad team. Now, I don't know if the kicking got better. I think the run game got a little bit better. And I think quarterback got a lot better. Like, I don't think there's a quarterback they could put out there that's going to be as bad as like Dorian was last year. Maybe if the height is an extreme issue for Dillon Gabriel. It could be that bad. But if it's not as big as a problem, then he's probably better than DTR right now.
Okay. One more super chat from Ray Rags. Shout out Ray Rags, dog. Shout out our dog. Just look at the games he played. They only got blown out. He is the executive producer. They only got blown out twice in those Watson games, and you telling me they were a bad team overall? They honestly might not be as bad as people think they're going to be.
I really don't think they're as bad. Like, I don't think they're going to be like a great team or like a playoff team this year, because I think offensively they're going to have to work through some consistency issues. But I'd be shocked if they didn't win like 6 or 7 games at the very least.
Like, I don't think they're going to be 3-win bad again.
No. What had to conspire for this team to be 3-win bad was like part awful quarterback play. And also, I remember the Browns stopped trying to win there for like 3 weeks.
Honestly, more than 3 weeks.
When they benched Jameis after the Chiefs game, that was it. They weren't trying to win anymore. They were very obviously not trying to win anymore. Like, they won 3 games kind of by choice, right? So they weren't really even a 3-win team last year. But yeah, I don't think that they're that bad of a team. They didn't feel like it when Jameis was actually playing decently. But hey, man, Miles would have got another defensive player of the year. Like, we'll see.
Yeah, but next time we do this, we'll be talking about how Dillon looked, how Shedeur looked again.
Hey, man, what if they both throw 4 touchdowns?
All right.
That's the full chaos, because we know what's going to happen to Dillon. Looks shaky and Shedeur looks really good. If Shedeur looks a little shaky, but Dillon looks better, nobody's going to talk about it, right? It'd just be one of those things nobody speaks on. But what if they both look great?
That third preseason game is going to be.
No, because Kevin's going to play starters that third one.
They'll only play like the first quarter, right?
Yeah, they're going to play the whole first quarter. And then you got 2 or 3s for the rest. But, I mean, do you see Kenny Pickett in there too?
No.
You think Kenny Pickett going to be gone by then?
I don't know if he's going to be gone, but I think like after these joint practices,
low-key, the Browns kind of like this injury thing gives them an out. So if they want to trade him, they're just like, hey, Joe looks so good, and then these rookies look so good. We just want to go in that direction. Kenny was really good for us. He just got hurt, but he's going to be healthy by week 1 if they want to pawn him off on the Saints. And look, if Andrew Berry finds a way to trade Kenny Pickett to somebody for equal value that he got, or even just quarter value of what he got, that is a sick demon of a man who we need on our side. Okay? You win wars with people like that. Okay?
He turns Kenny Pickett into, what did they trade, a 5th?
Yeah, if he turns Kenny Pickett into like a 2027 4th,
I'll be like, you know what? We'll take it.
That man is a sick man.
We'll take it. Okay.
How did he do? How long did you sell this?
Honestly, probably not that long if you're talking to the Saints.
Hey, man. Even the Saints know they don't want to do that.
Kenny Pickett walks into that locker room. He's easily the best quarterback on that roster.
Yeah, forever altering of my perception of Andrew Berry is when I saw that interview and realized that he had been working that damn trade since the owners' meeting. I was like, oh, so he's just a sicko.
All right, man.
Jumped on the pod with the dude he just tried to rob. That's crazy. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Hope y'all enjoyed Q and Colb. We gave y'all the full 3 this time, full 3. We ain't even, I don't think we touched on anything in that rundown, dog. Did we, Curtis?
We did. We talked about it.
We talked about it a little bit.
Anybody got any opinions about PLEs moving to ESPN?
Let's just end the pod, bro.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to talk about that.
All right, but that's it. Y'all have a great day. Peace.